How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to some more Clash of Clans stream, and today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the King Jeffrey OneHive War. I streamed a bit of this last night. It's been a decent bit of time now, but now we are back into the action here. Let me go ahead and see if I can hear myself. That is not right. There we go. Fix that up. Awesome. Let me go ahead and make sure I got some times correct as well. Okay. Oh gosh. Look at me go. Absolute pro at this. I know exactly what I'm doing. So let's jump straight into it here. We got a ton of hits go in from the King Jeffrey side since the last stream. Really, the hit rates are, I mean, they're pretty dang close. I'm not gonna lie. For OneHive using as many attacks as they have, our hit rates are definitely not terrible. We're currently 9 for 22. That's about 40%, which again is not anywhere near amazing, but it's definitely not bad. So, which is pretty good for us. Okay, let me go ahead and I need to make a few changes really quickly. 11 p.m. for me, 12 to 2. That's what it is. There we go. Just making a few changes to a poster. And then gonna upload that. There we go. But yeah, I'll be streaming for about 2 hours or so, and then I'm going to be hosting over to Time to Clash, and he's going to be ending this war out for us, which is fantastic. Love that. Alright, let's fix that up. There we go. We do have live planning going on. I actually might as well show a couple of hits. We've gone 3 for 4. We have 4 triples in a row. Let's go ahead and take a look at Jason's hit here. Let's see where he's going. Let me go ahead and switch things around. There we go. There we go. But yeah, but we just hit 4 triples in a row, which is insane. So our hit rate actually, I think it's a bit. Is it correct? It should be correct. I think so. But yeah, needless to say, they really popped off for sure. I did my 2 hits last night. One of them went through and tripled. The other did not go through. Messed up my queen charge pretty bad, but we won't go over it. We won't talk about it. It's fine. Okay. Let me go ahead and update some stuff really quickly. Where did I put it? There we go. I like to think I have everything that I'm working on organized, but in all honesty, I really don't. I really don't. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this Yeti hit here. Went through for Jason of King Jeffrey here. So some awesome stuff. We saw 4 in a row from King Jeffrey. We saw relatively no action from them last night, but now we're actually seeing a decent bit of them. Oh, I just realized my mic's off. Hold on, let me see. Can I... see if I can get this in here. I use a battery-powered light that I could plug in, but I just have not bought the adapter for it and cannot be bothered to buy it. So there we go. Nice. Now you can see me a bit better. Sweet. So yeah, Jason went in with the Yetis, got it done. Yetis are still super strong. You met one of my friends yesterday, really? How so? Yeah, Jason getting it done for King Jeffrey. Some awesome stuff there. It was a good hit as well. I'll give him that. I don't know if it was a fresh. I think it might have been a fresh. I'm not sure. You joined his stream and you were on his friends list. Oh, okay. Cool. Sweet. But yeah, we've got a couple of hits. I'm a little bit concerned at how many 1-stars we've got at the moment. But so far we're holding strong. Hit rates are fairly similar, which is pretty ideal for us. That's 100% ideal. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this updated. Is that? There we go. Now it's updated. So now we're 10 for 23. So our hit rate is technically at the moment a bit better than OneHive's, even with them having a star advantage. So we've definitely we're still in the running for this here, 100%. I don't think we ever left it, to be honest. So yeah, some exciting stuff happening overnight. We did some planning, we had some good hits going. I guess I'll put on mine in a bit, but I can't be bothered to. Let me just show you the base I hit. This base, there's no scatter shots, there's no royal champion. So this was going to be a cakewalk regardless. Very straightforward queen charge hogs and smashed it. Second hit didn't go through though. That one was a bit of a rushed hit. Let's put on another hit here. We'll go ahead and take a look at me getting it done with some more Yetis. But hey, if it works, it works. So stick with it. And then we're going to show you, we're going to go ahead and show you Rays getting tripled. We've got a bunch of people already on voice planning some stuff out. But again, we're not looking too far off in terms of hit rate wise. We're still in the running here, which is good. One concern, the only concern probably, would be how we have a bunch of bases that are still 1-starred. We really need to start going in and trying to either high percentage 2-star, or what we really need to do is triple them. So that's what we're looking to do here. But we've got some people playing. We've got about 4 hours left of war. You're going to see all of it covered here, live on Twitch and YouTube. Some magical stuff here. You forgot his name? Are you talking about Rambo? If you're talking about Rambo, then you would be correct. There we go. So yeah, very straightforward Yeti smash here with some bowlers. No, it wasn't Rambo, really. Gotcha. Okay, well, never mind then. So the bowlers almost bounced here, but actually this queen taking down that cannon made all of them get forced straight back into the center there. Warden ability going to pop off early just to keep those bowlers alive, which was huge. It allowed those healers some time to step up and actually heal those bowlers back to full. He's going to quake, or she's going to quake over the air defense there. Going to wake up the town hall, which is not ideal, but... So, okay, I know who that is. Yeah, he's pretty cool. But yeah, super solid raid here. The town hall getting activated wasn't ideal, but in all honesty, had plenty of time to deal with it. And didn't do a ton of damage to her troops. Moving through here, the one concern down here would be this 4 o'clock side, and I'll show you why in a bit near the end of this raid. Royal Champion up top, taking down the scatter shot, and also going to nab this multi-inferno, but eventually will go down. No, it doesn't nab the multi-inferno, but gets close. Queen ability going to pop off. Queen's going to get stuck in the tornado, but take down the multi just fine. And now we have this 4 o'clock side that would have been a little bit of a problem to deal with, but got a couple of archers that you're going to drop down there, and then go ahead and clean up the rest of the stuff. At this point, we were like, is it going to be a time fail? Is time an issue? But at this point, we realized now it should be perfectly fine. I don't think we're dealing with any kind of time issue here whatsoever, which is fantastic. Hold on, actually, let me do something really quick. I should probably send out an announcement to servers. Let me just do that really quick. There we go. So let's go ahead and... I need to get more used to posting these things. There we go. That one and this one. There we go. So that was a raid by me, getting it done. Solid raid there. Let's put on another one. We'll show off Jason's second triple against Rays here, which is a very solid hit. Was some more Yetis. I know you're probably sick of seeing them at this point, but they triple, so we're going to show them. So deal with it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. Alright, let me go ahead and post that. There we go. Let me post in There's a couple of you again. There we go. There. Here. There we go. Sweet. Okay, we've posted everything. I just gotta hop on the Twitter game. Yeah, another solid Yeti hit here. Yetis, man, they're even with this nerf. Well, I say nerf. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. No, even with this quote unquote nerf, they're still crazy strong. All right, let's go ahead and put this replay back on. So Clash for Life, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. They just had a fail on Will as well, which is exactly what we need. Let me see if I can actually get some things transferred over. Let's move some things. This stream was technically a little last minute, not super last minute to be fair. Let's go and speak through what we saw. There we go. We'll just speed through this small portion here just because I've already shown that bit. There we go. We'll get back to here. Yeah, Jason really got it done for us here. We hit 4 triples in a row. That's huge. It's going to bump our hit rate up a ton. So despite the score difference being a bit high here, with OneHive almost 10 star, more than 10 stars ahead, still looking pretty tight. Not going to lie. King Jeffrey's still very much in this one. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. We'll post on the Twitter. There we go. Did I post the right YouTube link? I think so. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Just had to confirm there. There we go. Hold on a minute. There we go. Okay. Yes. Boop. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, that was Jason's 3-star over on Rays. Fantastic hit there. We'll go ahead and walk through and show off some triples as they came through. We've got Peter getting a triple on Ghost. We'll go ahead and pop this one up. Here, this is a Queen Charge Hog Miner with... Oh, no, sorry. I was going to say there's a blimp, but doesn't look like there's a blimp on this one. So let's see what he does here. Let's see if I can actually... where's the dial for this thing? There it is. There we go. Get this turned up a bit. Seems like a very, very a popular thing at the moment to basically Queen Charge into the Town Hall and then miner the rest of the base. Because right now, at least this is my personal opinion, it's very difficult to Queen Charge into any point at Town Hall 13 bases. I mean, this is at least what I've seen, especially if the bases are max. Because having 2 scatter shots firing on you... Oh, we have a live. Hold on. Who's going in live? We've got OneHive going in live. They're going on Red John. We have Warble going in. This is, I believe, a fresh hit. So let's see what he can do here. Going to drop the bowler over at the gold mine up top to create a bit of a funnel here. Going to get those 2 buildings down. No problem at all. Here comes the Queen with an Ice Golem down here. This is a Sui Dragon raid. So definitely interested to see how this one goes through. We also have another live, but we'll take a look at that one after this raid concludes here. So the Queen's going to step up, grab an air defense here. King's going to set the funnel over on the left side. Here comes the Royal Champion to grab, I'm guessing, the second air defense over on the 9 o'clock side. Queen's going to have to use her ability, and she's eventually going to go down. Here come the balloons. Here come the dragons. Everything just going in. I don't know what his plan here is for the back end. He's going to be charging into 3 multi-infernos. Let's see what his mindset is here. Balloons are going to soak up some Seeking Air Mines, which is what he wants to see. He wants those loons to be taking out those traps, not his dragons. So everything's going to be moving in here. Warden's following a bit slow here. He's going to use the Warden ability a bit early going into this equal compartment. Going to drop 2 more Rages straight into these multi-target Infernos, freezing 2 of them. Here comes the Witches out of the CC, going to heal the dragons by the multi-Inferno. Here come all the Teslas in the back end. Definitely didn't want to see that. So that Slammer's going to go down before it gets to the Town Hall. Just frozen the Town Hall, but the Slammer will go down. leaving the Town Hall alive. I think with how spread out his dragons are getting here, I don't know if he's going to be able to get this. Loons are going to go down. Those back-end Teslas completely ruined this raid for him. That is the exact area he did not want to see them at all. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to go through for him. It was a good plan, but man, those Teslas in the back end completely messed up the raid. So nice try. Nice try by Warble. Almost getting it done here for OneHive. Let's see. Hold on. He was in the stream with that guy that you banned from chat for spamming the USU. Ah, okay. Yeah, I know that guy. Conor McGregor whooped Cowboys in the first 40 seconds. I know. I watched the clip. That's kind of crazy. What's up, Clash for Life? How you doing? Welcome back to the streams. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this one's not going to go through. Let's see how the other raid is going at the moment. This is us going in. We have me going in for her second attack here. Let's see what she's doing. Another Yeti smash. It's looking kind of strong. The Town Hall is still alive. Queen's going to have to take that down somehow. She's going to loop all the way around here to try and target it. Bowler's springing off everywhere. He's got the P.E.K.K.A.s in the middle. Will that Town Hall go down? Has the Queen ability and the Royal Champion ability. I think this might be a little short here. Troops are kind of thinning out just a tad bit. Royal Champion ability is going to get used, but that multi is not going to go down, and it's going to slowly eat away at his Royal Champion. Queen is still alive, but no healers in sight, and with all these point defenses on the outside, I don't think this is going to go through. It was a solid effort, definitely a good try, but yeah, there's just too much DPS left on the base for her to be able to get through with the rest of the troops that she has. Seeking Airmine takes down the Loon of the Cannon. We'll definitely be able to get a decently high percentage. That is for sure. Well above the 80s. Which is perfect. That's the kind of, if we're going to 2-star and we're not going to hit triples, that's the exact percentage we need to aim for, 80 or above. I would even argue 90 or above. That might be a good approach. All right. Nice try here, but it's not going to go through for him. All right, so let's go back down the line here. We just watched Ghost's triple. We had a lot of fails from OneHive. There's another fail on me. I might watch that just for fun later on. Let's see that we had a triple on Zed. Let's go and watch this one. See, we have some more Yetis. Yeti's very popular at the moment. I wonder why. I wonder why. Maybe it's just because it's slightly OP, but it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Here comes the Loon down from the, what is that, the 9 o'clock side with the Warden Walk starting there as well. Wizard's going to come in from the back end there, or Wizard's going to come in as well to take down a few buildings. We'll eventually go down to the mortar. I'm guessing he was planning on ward walking this Town Hall, but we'll see how things develop as time goes on. Here comes the first P.E.K.K.A, and here comes all the P.E.K.K.As to lure the Grand Warden. So yes, the Grand Warden was just there to set the funnel. Here's the King fighting the enemy King and the enemy Royal Champion over at the top side there. He's going to be able to take both down, which is huge value for his King. Not going to set the funnel, though. So let's see what he decides to do over on that side, whether or not he drops the, say, Siege Barracks or whatever. No, Siege Barrack has been dropped already in the back. He's going to Quad Quake in the middle of the space. Doesn't get the exterior wall here, which is what he wanted to nab down. Going to pop the Grand Warden ability early. All the troops will jump into the Town Hall compartment, which is not ideal for him. He doesn't want them to be near that Town Hall when it explodes, as the Queen can kind of just nab it herself. Here come the Hog Riders outside of the Siege Barracks. They're going to head down towards the south side air defense and the 2 Expos, and they'll be able to take those down no problem with all the Expos tanking, or with all the Yetis tanking the Expos at the moment. Now the Hogs are starting to thin out just a tad bit, but not before they grabbed both the Expos and a few defenses on the outside. P.E.K.K.As and everything still moving through. Healers taking some traps. The Royal Champion and Queen have bounced a bit north there to the top side. Queen still has her ability. Royal Champion has used hers, but it's going to clear through this multi-target Inferno and this cannon before eventually going down to the Archer Tower and Inferno. So it really thinned out near the back end, but I think that Queen just bouncing to the outside like that really helped him out here a lot, because she's going to be able to take down all of these defenses on her own. Oh no, has popped the ability. Never mind, I could be completely mistaken here. Thought it still had the ability in hand. Man, it just goes to show having those healers alive really changes the dynamic of a raid. Because that Warden has been able to tank that Archer Tower for a while now. Now the P.E.K.K.As are going to start beating on walls to try and get to the outside. Yeah, Queen's going to eventually go down to these Teslas, but not before clearing out a few more defenses here. I think it was a solid job putting in the cleanup as fast as he did. Smash McHammer getting it done for OneHive. Solid stuff. Well done. Alright, let me make sure I've got everything set in stone. I feel like this webcam's like off-center. There we go. Is that a bit better? It's a bit less off-center. There you go. Yeah, that P.E.K.K.A with that healer, man, is going to be able to just clear out through everything. Triple the base. Solid stuff. Well done to OneHive here. Getting it done. It's been a close war. Right now, technically, it's fairly close. I think we're tied. Are we tied on hit rate? I think we're tied on triples right now. Let me confirm. We know that one's a triple. I'm going to bounce out of it. At the moment, no, we are one triple behind OneHive. However, they have, what is that, 8 more, seven more. They've got 7 more 2-stars than us, which is not ideal. But hopefully we can go in and start either tripling or doubling our 1-stars. All right, let's go ahead and take a look back here. We just watched Smash McHammer getting it done. Let's watch Mendicus getting it done for King Jeffrey here against Hansa of OneHive, bringing the mass minor raid, the Queen Charge minor rather, not a mass minor raid. Going to start with a loon down on this cannon, and then a baby dragon down to take down a bit of the buildings over here to try and create a bit of a funnel. So drop another baby dragon down at the left side over by 9. Going to take down a free Tesla there. Awesome stuff. Wilkes, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, King's going to be able to funnel this entire 9 o'clock south side. Or King's going to funnel this entire 9 o'clock side and then start moving south. He's got that jump spell down very early here, and I'm guessing that's exactly where he wants his queen to go. I was right. I may have watched this right before, but, you know, it's fine. So Queen's going to go in here. She's going to start. And I was told that I should put this, if I do a recap of this war, I should put this in the video because apparently Mendicus never does queen charges. So I'll fulfill his request if we win the war. That's my only requirement is I'm most likely not going to do a recap of the war if we did not win. And that's mainly just because if I'm going to bring media attention in the form of YouTube for King Jeffrey, because that's primarily the clan I play in. I will show off other wars here and there, but primarily I want to do media work with King Jeffrey and really get some exposure out there for them, which, by the way, just a complete side note, if you want to join King Jeffrey, just go ahead and type KJ, !KJ in the chat. You can get or you can get the link to their Discord and get involved with them. It's been awesome since I've been here, honestly. You learn a lot playing in top tier clans like this. And that's honestly what brings the game, it's what gives the game more like life for me at least. It makes it a bit more fun. So let's see, Mendicus smashing through here with his hog riders. Actually uses one of the rages for the queen charge on the hogs, noticing that the queen was kind of stuck on these ice golems here and wasn't going to be able to do much, which was a really smart play. All these back-end Teslas here would possibly be a problem, but with how many miners and hogs he still has... Actually, to be fair, all of his hogs are down. He has no hogs left. It is just the miners. But I think that queen staying alive definitely helps out a ton. Still has the queen ability. Man, queen after the initial queen walk really doesn't do much. She just bangs on walls for like 30 seconds. So solid hit here. Really excellent plan as well. Even with all these back-end Teslas, I think this wasn't a fresh hit. But yeah, getting that. Yeah, queen literally did nothing. She like sat in the middle and banged walls. That was it. She cleared this initial portion up here, but after that, she was just hitting walls. And it was all the miners. Beautiful stuff. Well done. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can take a look at some other 3-stars. So we just watched Mendicus get a 3-star. Which was, where was that? That was here. Let's see, next 3-star is Gaku getting a 3-star on Mendicus. Alright, let's see what we got here. So this is he's popped a power potion, bringing a queen charge hog miner raid. Very popular in the meta at the moment. There's 2 things that I've really seen a lot of. Queen charge hog miner and Yeti smash. Those are the 2 biggest ones so far, and I think it's just because they're the strongest at the moment. I really think it just comes down to the fact that they're the easiest to use. Whereas something like Lalo completely got destroyed because of the scatter shots. Now with scatter shots being able to do some damage past their initial target in the form of, say, hitting a lava hound and whatnot, it really does a bit too much damage for the loons and makes using Lalo not as viable anymore. Alright, so let's see what he's doing here. Going to take down the enemy lava hound. Drops the poison a bit lopsided here, which is just fine. What's Frosty Dan? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So but the queen's going to be able to take down this town hall with absolutely no problem here. And I'm guessing he doesn't have a jump spell on him, so he's planning on, I guess, just walking this queen around and letting her do what she wants. She'll eventually walk up towards this wizard tower up here, and then the air defense, and then possibly go in towards the queen, which is, I think, is exactly what he wants to grab here. But it's pretty clear that the initial part of this raid here, this queen charge, was really meant to just nab the town hall and the enemy queen, just because they were on the outside of the base, as well as getting the CC down. So here comes the siege barracks down at the bottom, going to get hit by that cannon a little bit, which is not ideal for him here. That's going to mean that a few of the wizards are not going to be able to spawn out of there. But here come the miners. up at about the 9 to 10 side. Queen's going to bounce outside, but eventually she's going to go down soon. Pops her ability, so she's just going to kind of walk around with her ability, not get any shots off, which is not ideal. It's kind of a bit of a wasted ability there. But now he's got his main army moving through. He's going to Rage and Warden ability, which is very smart. I actually watched a video this morning by Lex, and he brought up a point that made a lot of sense, which was if you're not going to be using your Grand Warden ability to protect your troops over the Town Hall, use it early, like as early as possible. Like, don't even heal first, like use it early, just because you have more troops then, and more troops will, you know, utilize that ability. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty fair. That's fair enough. So you'll definitely see me doing that more often. What Town Hall do you have to be to join your clan? If you want to join King Jeffrey, the clan I'm currently showcasing on this stream, you have to be a Town Hall 13. It is a strictly Town Hall 13 clan. However, if you're looking to join a clan, I have a clan that I run currently. It's called Warbusters, which is a Town Hall 9 and above clan. We're currently now looking for, if you're a near maxed 8, we'll probably look into accepting you as well, just because we're a bit on the lower side of members. But yeah, solid triple by Gaku here, getting it done for OneHive. Can't say much. We've seen a lot of really solid triples this war. I will be honest. It's been a fantastic war from both sides. It's going to be a really awesome finish, which I am super stoked to watch. Okay, let's see. Where were we at? We just watched Mendicus get tripled. Okay, now we're going to watch... Oh, dang. Scant. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Got a triple. Got a 6-pack even. Let's watch his raid on B-Money. Let's see what it does here. You're a new Town Hall 10. Gotcha. If you're looking to join Warbusters, feel free to look into the Discord server, as well as you can just apply straight up in-game if you really want. Okay, so he's going to start with a Quad Quake. Going to open up pretty much the entire core of this base and the Town Hall compartment without activating the Town Hall. That's super key. If you're going to be earthquaking anywhere in the base, you want to make sure that you're not waking up that Town Hall. Alright, so then he's going to start with the Warden down by about 4 o'clock. Going to use him to just do a bit of funneling, not really trying to get any real value with the Warden walk, but just making sure that he can get a bit of value in terms of the funnel. Now he's going to drop the Siege Barracks and the rest of the troops being the Yetis and the Pekkas. Don't know if I mentioned that already. He's going to be doing a Yeti smash raid. Tornado Trap on the outside of the base, going to slow his raid just a little bit here, and things had a bit of a danger of pathing to the outside there. A bit scary, but things are going to still go towards the middle. A few things path away just because they were a bit late to the party. Healer's almost going to go down, but notice the healer did not go down in one shot by a Seeking Air Mine. That is because it is not a max level Seeking Air Mine. Oh my goodness, I cannot stress this enough. If you are a Town Hall 13 and you actually want to start, you know, doing well on defense, upgrade your Seeking Air Mines as fast as possible, because right now they do not triple the maxed out level of healer. So super, super key that you get those Seeking Air Mines upgraded. So here come the Hogs from the back end over by the Siege Barracks. Going to go in, taking a lot of damage here. We're going to heal them up. The Royal Champion is backing them up as well. Queen is lacking a bit. Hasn't really stepped up towards where the Yetis are, but it's kind of helped near this kind of southeast or southwest side. Queen's going to start banging a wall. Going to go into that multi-target Inferno compartment, which is kind of what he wants here. Hog Rider is eventually going to thin out. The Royal Champion is now going to be left on her lonesome. But there's not really any point defense shooting her until she wanders in that Archer Tower range. And now she's going to have to use her ability soon. Going to get her back to almost full health here as she takes down a few defenses. And really just moved through and smashed it. It came a little bit close here, just a tad bit, especially with all of his healers going down. However, I suppose going to go through for him here. So it's this kind of raid that makes me wonder, if the healers would have gone down a bit faster because of those Seeking Air Mines, would this raid have been completely different? Because look at how many troops are still left. There's not really that many. There's only a few. He's got both the Grand Warden, the Royal Champion, the Queen, P.E.K.K.A, a couple of wizards on the outside. Let's see who followed. Canadian Witchcraft. Thank you for the follow. Let's see, what level is Warbusters? Warbusters is a level 14 clan, if you're looking to join them. And again, it's more ideal if you just apply straight in game, and then we'll take a look at you. As long as you're a non-rushed account above Town Hall 8, then we'll be considering looking into you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Tosa getting tripled here as well. So let's see what we can do here. No, more Yetis. Okay, just for the sake of, I don't want to burn everyone's base. If it's a Yeti raid, I'm not gonna watch it. Just because 90% of what we've seen so far has just been Yetis. Okay, let's see. Is this a? Oh, that's not a 3-star. Okay, let's watch Secure getting it done. I think this is a drag bat. No, this is a straight up P.E.K.K.A smash. We don't see this as often anymore, but we'll go ahead and watch this one. Just to get through here. No lives going in as of yet. Is it spelled like Warbuster? It is spelled like this. There you go. You should find it. If you search up Warbusters in the game, we're the only level 14 clan there. There's a lot of other clans, but they're all like level 1. Alright. So we're going to start with this Warden walk up here. Going to grab these Teslas, which is a lot of value, getting them straight out of the way. And I think he wants to try and Warden walk this Inferno. Okay, you found it? Awesome. I'll go ahead and take a look at your application in just a minute. We're going to get through this raid, though. So awesome stuff here. Going to start with this Warden. This Warden's getting a lot of value for basically being untouched. I think if this was a single target Inferno, it would be a completely different story. So Warden, I think he's going to Warden walk this Inferno. It would make sense because at this point, there's not really much that can hit him. He is going to Warden walk the Inferno. That's some big value here. So Warden's going to step up and start shooting down that Inferno. And I'm guessing he's going to start his initial push. Yeah, here it is. He's going to start funneling this side and then start the initial push into the base in this direction. Doesn't have any Earthquake spells, but has 2 jump spells. So he's going to start with the first one here. Going to open up the base just a tad bit, get all of his troops inside. Here comes the king, the queen. The royal champion is most likely going to follow in close behind. Does not. He saves the royal champion for when the hogs come out of these siege barracks. So here comes all of his troops through the base. He's going to pop that Warden ability early there to keep everything moving. The only downside with using bowlers is that they're very squishy. So if you don't have your healers on those bowlers immediately, they're going to go down really quick. All you have to do is just make sure that you have that Warden ability timed perfectly there. Those ice golems are definitely going to slow down his main army here. But notice something really. I'm going to pause the raid here. Everything missed the town hall. Let's see. Frosty Dan, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Everything missed the town hall because of the way the jump spell was placed. He specifically placed the jump spell outside of this town hall compartment so that way none of the troops would wander on the inside and take that town hall damage or the gigabomb damage. And so now basically his queen's going to be able to step up and take down that town hall anyways, which is key, which is fantastic because now none of his troops are going to get affected by that gigabomb. Ideally, if you're base building, you don't want to send... I mean, this is just a personal thing for me. I could be wrong. You don't really want to have your town hall in a compartment like this just because, again, you could do exactly what Secura just did, which was completely ignore the compartment and just have the queen shoot over and take down the town hall, making the gigabomb completely worthless. But yeah, smash through this base here, really getting it done. Tons of stuff left alive. Got some cleanup down on the bottom now. Royal Champion and Queen ability pretty much swagged at this point. So absolutely crushing raid here, getting it done for for King Jeffrey. Some fantastic hits here. It's hard for me to I have to mentally process the fact that oh wait, did we have a fail going? I think we just had a fail going. Let me double check. Yeah, we watched that one. But yeah, really, it's hard for me to mentally consider wait a minute, the war is actually really close because look at the 13v13 hit rate right now. We almost have the same amount of triples with King Jeffrey using almost 10 less attacks, more than 10 less attacks, which is definitely good for us. That puts us a little bit in the lead here. All right, so we'll go ahead and walk down the line here. I guess I'll show my raid. Let's see. What were the 3 stars that we showed? We showed this one, showed the one on Secura. Pretty sure we showed the one on 2-star God. All right, well, we'll watch my triple really quick, and then we'll go into Secura getting it done again. I think that was the drag by raid. So this base, I immediately went into it. The reason I claimed this base, so for those of you who don't know, I've been involved with King Jeffrey for a few months now, and I'm really still learning a lot and trying to get more experience. So I'm definitely nowhere near the best attacker that they have. So I opted in, okay, let me just get rid of this base let me just get out of the way. Let's get another triple in, and this is a Queen Charge Hog raid, and the reason I opted for hogs was mainly just because I saw the pathing on this base. None of my hogs would bounce to the outside here because these are all non-defensive buildings, as well as there are no scatter shots and no Royal Champion on the base at all. This guy, he does have them, he just forgot to update his base, and so I figured, okay, I'll go ahead and go in and triple it. So really simple stuff. Started with a baby dragon over on the about the 11 o'clock side, starting with the king early just to kind of step up and grab the enemy king. And we've also got a wizard down on this elixir storage over here. Here comes the queen moving in. I wanted her to kind of go exactly where the king was. Wanted to make sure that the healers would not path towards the king, which I was pretty sure that he was far enough away. But king got a lot of value for me here, really stepping up. Queen actually ends up going the opposite direction here, which I didn't want to happen. But I worked with it, and I decided at this point, you know what, I'm going to freeze the enemy CC because I want them to stay inside of that poison because I need that witch to go down. If she doesn't go down, I'm going to be in some big trouble here. So I'm going to drop an early rage. Going to have to freeze the Town Hall again to keep my healers alive. Look at how fast that Town Hall burns through those healers. It's crazy. Man, it's insane. So Queen's going to be able to get that Town Hall down, no problem here. And I was actually getting a little bit concerned that she would bounce outside. But it worked out for me here, and so now I noticed that she's kind of going a bit to the left. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to send in the hogs from this direction so that way the queen can start doing a bit more damage over here. I still have another rage spell, so I can technically use that to keep her alive. So here comes the siege barracks down at about the 3 o'clock side, just to start a bit of a funnel, and then here come the hogs with the royal champion and the grand warden. Don't have it maxed out just yet, but slowly working on getting those maxed heroes. Grand warden takes a bit of time stalling with that P.E.K.K.A. there, but I decided to opt in using a heal first rather than the Grand Warden ability just because I couldn't grab all of the hogs. I used the Warden ability a bit early there just to keep them alive from that multi. Definitely wasn't the most ideal time to use it. In hindsight, I should have used it right when the hogs went into the base. That would have been probably the most ideal thing to do. So here go all the troops in. I've still got a heal spell, or no, I've used all my spells just as of now, dropping that last heal spell down at the south side, which might have been better off using it over here, but I noticed that bomb tower and I wanted to keep my hogs healthy. Really, this base going into it, as long as I executed the raid correctly, it would have been smashed either way. With no scatter shots or a royal champion on defense, it really wasn't anything that would be too difficult to take down, especially with me having my royal champion and everything. So, going to clear through this base, fairly straightforward stuff, and secure a triple for King Jeffrey here. Just doing my part of getting rid of the easy base. You know how it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at some more triples here. We'll go ahead and take a look at Secura getting it done again on Libor. This is a E-Dragon raid. So Secura really being a jack of all trades this raid, which is fantastic. So going to start with an Ice Golem Royal Champion down here to try and grab this Inferno Tower and Air Defense, which I believe he's going to be able to do here. We'll go ahead and see how things go. Here comes the King over by the, the 8 o'clock side. Just about Royal Champion kind of pushing through here, but she's going to go down eventually. Not going to be able to grab that Inferno. I don't know if that's what he wanted here, but going to get that air defense down at least, which I think was decent value for that. Here comes the Queen over at about the 1 o'clock side. She's going to be suing into this side, creating a bit of a funnel for the E-Dragons here. 3 Ice Golems are going to get lured to the corner, which is kind of ideal for him here. I don't even think he wants to deal with them. That would probably be the most ideal thing for him here. Queen decides to bounce up rather than going down. I know that's definitely not something you wanted to happen, but definitely not the end of the world. So here come the E-Dragons over on this top side here. Let's go ahead and see what he decides to do with these Ice Golems, whether or not he decides to send in the E-Dragons right away. I think he's going to let the King kill his enemy Queen, drop some archers over here. There they are, and the Ice Golems are going to get lured all the way to the other side of the base and be completely useless. What's up, E-Star Gamer? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Is Warbusters active? We're decently active. We're not super active. However, we are pretty active when it comes to donations. When it comes to war, we war 3 times a week. So if you're definitely looking for a somewhat hardcore clan while also being a bit casual and laid back, Warbusters is the clan for you. So using those E-Dragons, sending them in straight to the Town Hall here. Warden ability a bit early to keep them alive. Got those back in Teslas, but okay, just look at the chain value that he can get possibly in the back end of the space. Every single one of these defenses here and these buildings can get chained, which is perfect here. So the E-Dragons are going to move through here, making sure that he's freezing all of the crucial defenses here. 3 Expos on ground, so not going to do a whole lot for him here. E-Dragons bouncing a little bit to the outside, but does have that slammer. Warden's about to take a Seeking Air Mine, which is not going to do a ton. Keeps him alive just barely. Almost dies to that Seeking Air Mine there, but another E-Dragon is going to come out of the slammer and crush through this base here. Heal spell or free spells used at the perfect time, freezing those air defenses, keeping the E-Dragons and Loons alive. That one air defense staying alive at the back end was definitely a bit of a concern, but at this point, with how many E-Dragons he still has alive, he was definitely looking really pretty here, and once that air defense went down, you knew the base was crushed. And notice these 3 Ice Golems over here, perfectly lured over to the corner of the base here, over by about 3 o'clock, just making sure that they're out of the way for the raid, because they obviously will not target air units, so he doesn't need to deal with them in the middle of the base when his E-Dragons are trying to push through it. So a very good judgment call there on opting in to basically leave the Ice Golems alone till the end of the raid. And yeah, actually does end up taking down the Ice Golems with the E-Dragon over at the 3 o'clock side, but not before that gold mine goes down and picks up the triple. Well done, my Secure there, getting it done for King. I keep saying getting it done for OneHive. King Jeffrey. Getting it done for King Jeffrey. So solid stuff there. Definitely a good hit. Alright, let's see if we can watch another raid go through here. Okay, we'll watch me getting tripled by Coco here. Let's see what he's bringing. Bringing more Yetis. All right, so I'm just gonna guess what's gonna happen. There's gonna be one or two things happen. One is gonna be he's gonna quake this area here to get this entire compartment open, or he's going to quake here and then jump over here and then maybe wall break here. I don't know. Well, he doesn't have any wall break. Let's just see what he does. Let's see what he does. I would often go entering from over here. It would make the most sense to me. But we'll see what they decide to do. So Coco is going to start here with, I should mention, this is a full-on Yeti raid. Like, there's 8 hull Yetis, no other supporting troops, a couple of balloons as well. Yeah, it was mainly just to get rid of those defenses and actually help create a bit of a funnel. Start with a Warden walk over by the Town Hall side. That's going to be about at 7:30, 8 o'clock, around that area. And this Warden is really just meant to make a funnel. I don't think this Warden is going to be able to grab anything super important. At least that's what I think. But yeah, the Warden's going to take his time getting through these storages, stepping up to the Dark Elixir Drill, then the Builder Hut. And yeah, really, the Warden is just really here to start creating a funnel. Going to drop the jump. Bit of an odd place here, but he wants his troops to be concentrated straight into that Town Hall compartment. A bit scary pathing here with that Tesla popping, but I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot for him here. Here comes the Poison Spell on the King and Enemy CC. Here come 2 Ice Golems. Do his Yetis bounce to the outside? They don't, because of that CC. If that enemy CC was not there, his troops would have bounced to the outside, and it would have gone completely different here in this raid. So he's going to start dropping some raid spells a bit early. Dang, the Town Hall goes down, but grabs absolutely none of his troops, so he's able to save that Grand Warden ability until he gets to the center of the base. Tornado Trap is going to pop, so that raid spell that he just dropped is not going to get utilized until a second or two. That single target Inferno is laying into his Yetis here, but it's not going to matter at this point. He's got a ton of damage going in. He dropped a Siege Barracks over on the about 8:30 side, and now he's got those Hogs with the Royal Champion moving through, and they're going to be able to take down some defenses here. Enemy Queen is going to step up and start shooting the Friendly Queen, but the Friendly Queen is going to use her ability and take down the Enemy Queen. So Royal Champion with the Hogs is moving through. They're going to be able to take down these 2 Inferno Towers relatively easy. No, actually they don't. The Hogs thin out, so it's up to the Royal Champion now to step up into all this point defense and take down this multi-target Inferno. With the help of the Warden, she's able to get through it though. And down here, you notice the healers are staying alive with the Yetis. That's really what's crucial here. If you keep your healers with your Yetis, you'll be just fine. What's up, Chloe? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope all's well with you. Hope you're having a good day so far. I know it's about, well, actually, I say good day. Yeah, good day. It's about 6 p.m. over in the UK at the moment. All right. Solid triple there for Coco, getting it done for OneHive. Let's see if we can watch some more triples. If I watched it last stream, I'm not going to replay it just now because I don't want to burn people's bases too much. What raid did we just watch? We just watched Coco. So let's watch Yoda's triple here. You exposed where I live. Nah, you're fine. You live in England. That's a very big place. No one knows. Don't worry. You're fine. Now, if you tell them your address, that's different. So let's see. Yoda's going to be bringing in a Queen Charge Miner raid. Going to use that Power Potion to keep everything up at max, and a Hero Potion to get his heroes completely maxed by his Royal Champion, which is 2 levels off, but still going to help him be incredibly strong here. So Queen's taking a lot of damage initially. He's going to have to drop an early Rage on the outside of the base, which is not ideal, but it's definitely going to help him kind of set a bit of a funnel as well as push the Queen towards this Town Hall compartment, which is what I'm guessing he wants to do here. Doesn't have a jump spell, so maybe he just wants to walk the Queen around the outside of the base. I actually haven't watched this replay yet. King's going to go in at the top side Archer Tower, which is perfect. He's going to start funneling around the 12 o'clock side of the base. Queen's going to start walking down south, and I think I can kind of see the path that he's developing here for his miners. It makes perfect sense now. So he still has that Siege Barracks in hand, which I imagine he's going to use somewhere up here. It would make sense. But Queen's going to be able to walk down here and grab this Scatter Shot, as well as making a awesome funnel for his miners here. Going to freeze the multi-target Inferno, and he's going to actually Rage the Queen to get her moving. Now that multi-target Inferno is going to be a bit of a problem for his healers here, and he realizes it, so he's going to start his miners up at the top side. Here comes the Siege Barracks from about the 11 o'clock side as well to help the funnel on the left side here. Going to use the Warden's ability incredibly early there, which is not ideal. He didn't really need to use it through the Town Hall, but decides to opt in for it anyways. Here go the miners straight into the core of the base here, and you'll notice they have nowhere to go but the core of the base. Lava Hound in the CC is not going to be able to do much against these miners, which I think this might have been scouted before. So could have possibly known what the CC was going to be. But here comes the Royal Champion supporting the Hog Riders out of the siege barracks there. And the miners are crushing through the space. Even with these 3 multi-target Infernos raining some fire on his miners, he's still going to be able to get through it here and get this 3-star for King Jeffrey. Awesome hit here. Getting it done. Okay, you live in. Just kidding. Got it. Awesome. Good stuff here by Yoda. The Lava Hound does eventually pop, but at this point it's a bit too late in the raid. Not much can target the Lava Pups anyways, but with how many with how many buildings are left alive, the Lava Pups will have nowhere near the amount of time to take down these miners. So nice hit here by Yoda, getting it done for King Jeffrey. Alright, let's go ahead and watch another replay. Let's see if we can look into OneHive. Okay, I showed the first 3 triples on stream yesterday. I don't think I showed this one. I don't think so. Yeah, this one I didn't show. This was a hybrid Hog Miner raid Queen Charge. And very popular, well, at least what I've seen in this war, is that there's been a lot of OneHive raids that have basically Queen Charged straight into the Town Hall just to get the Town Hall out of the way instantly. That's literally been the main focus of every single one of their raids. So I think we're starting to see a pattern here that maybe we want to start adapting very soon, which is just Queen charging straight into the Town Hall, getting the Town Hall out of the way, as well as the Queen not having to deal with, say, the 2 scatter shots, a bunch of expos and everything. CCL hype, you know it, Adam, you know it. Which, by the way, if you guys are not already following Time to Clash, feel free to drop him a follow, doing some awesome Clash of Clans streaming. Did some EWU action this morning, actually, that I popped into and watched a bit of. It was awesome. We had Tribe Gaming versus Nova, which, for those of you who don't know, both world champion teams going at it. We do have a live. Okay, let's see. Who's going live? We got King Mahdi going in live on number 19, Vonix. Do we have another live? Man, you guys can't do this. Hold on. Okay, no, it's just King Mahdi. Okay. All right. Let's go and watch this here. I was about to say, you can't go live twice at the same time. Still going to watch the raid anyways. So bring in some Queen Charge miners here. Going to start with the Queen down at the bottom side, saving a healer. I don't know if he knows whether or not he's dropped that healer or not. Let's see what his plan is here for that. But Queen's going to be able to take down a couple of these defenses and then walk down a bit south here. I don't think his plan is to grab the Town Hall with the Queen. I think he just wants her to walk down a bit, unless he wants her to get through that gap right there. We'll see how the raid progresses here. Going to start taking down a few defenses over on the 3 o'clock side and slowly move into the base here. So we're looking at 2 ground expos on this base, which is definitely not ideal for ground raids. However, I see what he's doing here. So he wants the Queen to bounce into that compartment, which is beautiful there. His healers are going to get targeted by the Town Hall. He's going to have to use a freeze. Scatter shots firing on his Queen as well. He's got a lot of DPS to deal with in the middle of the space. Here comes the poison spell on the Lava Hound. Going to distract that there. He's got that Queen in that rage, and the rage is going to finally wear off. Going to drop another rage here. Scatter shot and Expo have been frozen, which is exactly what he needs here. But man, here comes the back-end healer. There it is. I think he didn't realize he dropped that healer. So he's moving through here. I think, yeah, now he started with the King over at the south side by 6, and now he's going to start the miners in. So the Queen has gotten everything that he wants her to grab, but she's eventually going to go down there. There's so much DPS, man. Those scatters make it so difficult to Queen charge anything. So here come the miners in here. Do his miners have too much to go through? We'll see how things go out. So the Royal Champion is going to be a bit more on the outside of the base here to try and help keep the miners in the middle. Warren ability is now going to be activated, protecting both the Royal Champion and the miners. They're going to be able to chug through this scatter shot here and slowly move their way through the base. Warren ability is going to finally wear off, but he does have a heal to keep his miners healthy. King is still on the outside here, creating a bit of a funnel, as well as the P.E.K.K.A. is just kind of chilling on the outside as well. It's looking decently solid, still has a heal spell, but I'm afraid his miners are going to spread out just a tad bit. Single target Inferno in the back end, so his miners will be decently okay for about, I would say, 15 to 20 seconds or so before they start slowly getting picked off. He's got his hogs moving through with the miners. Royal Champion has gone down, so doesn't have that backup there, but he does have the King in the middle somehow. Oh, no, that's the defending King. I don't think this is going to go through. With those 2 enemy heroes being alive, I don't think there's enough here to take that down. This is going to be a defense for OneHive. I think, honestly, the Queen charge just didn't get enough for him. I think he really wanted that Queen to stay alive and start pushing up a bit more, but that initial damage on the Queen, man, it's insane. Queen charging has become so difficult due to the scatter shots. I think that's really what it comes down to. If you can pair your expos with your scatter shots, the Queen, it just doesn't have enough HP to be able to get through them. It's a nice try by King Madi there, but it's not going to go through. Does get an 80% 2-star, which is what King Jeffrey need right now. We don't need to be getting any more 1-stars. We need those at least solid 2-stars. Because right now we're really close on hit rates, with King Jeffrey being 10 for 24 and OneHive being 11 for 36. So King Jeffrey definitely still in the driver's seat here, going into the final 3 hours of the war. That's really what you have to look into at the moment, is the hit rate percentage. Right now, King Jeffrey is only 1 triple behind OneHive as of now. No, actually, we're not. We are tied. We are tied on triples at the moment. Never mind that. Wait, did we get it? Did Tosa went in without me knowing? That's the raid that we missed. All right, let's watch Tosa get... did this actually just happen? Hold on a minute. Yeah, they went in at the same time. You guys can't do that. Come on, I'm trying to stream. Come on, you can't do that. So let's watch Tosa getting it done. For those of you who don't know, Tosa is from Croatian Army, but he's playing in King Jeffrey for today's war. Going to be bringing a Queen Charge Hog Miner raid. Again, a very popular strategy as of now, definitely in the meta. Going to drop a Wizard with that Queen. Is going to actually allow him to not have to burn a Rage or a Freeze on the outside, which is incredibly smart here. Well done by Tosa. Going to get some good value there, and the Queen's going to slowly step up. And I'm guessing he doesn't have a jump spell. So let's see what his plan is here for this Queen. I'm guessing he wants her to walk into that little compartment over here. Here comes a Baby Dragon down here on this gold mine to force the Queen into the middle of the base. Coco Loon's going to run through, pull a Seeking Air Mine and an Air Bomb to keep those healers healthy. Queen is now stepping into a bit of DPS here with that Multi-Target Inferno, Scattershot, and Expo all being in that one spot. I don't think his Queen is going to go north here, but let's see what ends up happening. Actually, no, she will. She's going to step up for that air defense and then go straight for the scatter shot and then towards the town hall. CC is going to get pulled. It's 3 ice golems, so that means he's just going to have to wait a couple of seconds for his Queen to just try and get through them. Going to drop a poison on the ice golems to slowly start deteriorating them. But once the Queen deals with these ice golems, she's going to go straight for that town hall. Now, I'm guessing at this point he's going to want to be thinking about sending his hogs in from either this side or this side. I would guess this side. It makes a bit more sense, but we'll see. Yeah, he is going to send his hogs in from this side. Hogs and miners, rather. So his Queen's going to be able to step up and take down the enemy Royal Champion. Here comes the Siege Barracks from 6 o'clock with the P.E.K.K.A. and Wizards coming out to start making a funnel. Here comes the King as well, a bit ahead of the P.E.K.K.A. to start the funnel going. Queen starts banging a wall out of all things, even though she can reach this town hall just fine. But definitely wasn't a concern for him here. He's going, I want the 3, give it to me. So he's not going to worry about going for the town hall. So I guess they're going to end on the town hall unless the Queen dials back and shoots at it. So definitely not what he wanted here. He wanted that Queen to kind of step up and take down the town hall, but she's not going to do that. She's going to actually step up with the troops and start going towards the middle. The Queen is finally going to peel away and nab the town hall. That's exactly what he wanted her to do. Definitely got a little bit lucky there with the pathing, I think. But the Queen's going to be able to snipe down that town hall and then remain relatively protected right now, just because those miners are in the center and tanking the Expo and scatter shots. So she's going to stay out of range a little bit, but eventually will go down. Here comes the Royal Champion in from about the 2 o'clock side. Now his troops are just wrapping around the rest of this base here. All of his spells have been used, but this scatter shot's not going to be able to do as much damage anymore as it just goes down. And now with that final splash damage defense being taken down, plenty of hogs left alive and miners. He's got that healer alive. His Queen stays alive throughout the entire duration of the raid. Fantastic triple here by Tosa, getting it done for King Jeffrey. That's exactly what we need in order to stay in this here. To be honest, I don't think we were ever out of it. That's going to put King Jeffrey at... Let's see, are the stats going to update for me? I don't think they're going to update. It's going to take about a minute or two. But yeah, now both clans are at 11 triples each, which means that we are technically tied in terms of hit rate, which, well, not hit rate, but we're tied in terms of triples, which means that this is very much still going to be an incredibly interesting war going into the final 2 hours. Oh man, I didn't think it would actually come down to be like this close. I figured we would have one side kind of lopsided throughout the duration of the war, which initially it was OneHive. They really came off strong. If you were here for last night's stream, they definitely started really strong. They had, I think, 3 for 7, 3 for 8. No, I think it was 4 for 8 initially, which is a 50% hit rate. So definitely not bad. They started strong, but we started popping off a little bit. We started with a 1-star, but straight after that 1-star, Secure is going to come in and grab another triple, another 1-star, but then another triple, and then 1-star, triple, triple, another triple. Then I had 1-star. That was me. We had a 93%, very close to a triple, and I think there was one point where we had 4 triples in a row. Let me see where that was. Yeah, right here we had Jason, Anxiety Attack, me, and Jason again hitting 4 triples in a row for King Jeffrey. That was probably one of the most clutch plays we've had, or clutch moments this war. Some exciting stuff, man. I think this is going to be a pretty crazy finish. It's definitely going to come down to the final couple of attacks. Let's see, who has attacks left for King Jeffrey? We've got 2-Star God still has a couple of attacks. Kiki still has 1 attack. FNK, Vicious, and Zed all still have 2 attacks. Ghost also has both of his attacks. Rocket Cheese has 1. Kaka, Red John, and Tosa still have attacks left to do. Lemon Thief still has 2 attacks to get done. King Madi has 1. Yunk, I don't know how to pronounce the name, but I'm just going to go with that. You got 2 raids left, and Will also has 2 raids. I'm expecting a Queen Charge Lalo from Will, but we'll see what happens. Over on the King Jeff or the OneHive side, Tricky still has both of his attacks to use. Eric has both of his attacks to use. Levelite Pitchy, Sebix, Raze also have their attacks to use. Troublemaker has 1 left. Peter has 1 left, and JC has 2. So they've definitely saved a couple of their top tier attackers for last. That being Tricky, Eric, Levelite Pidgey, Sebix, and Raze. Definitely a few people oh, sorry, I didn't mean to open the chat there. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this really quickly. Just to be a good clan member, I'm going to actually drop some donations for people waiting for troops. Really quickly. I'll just get that moving. There we go. Balloons, dragon. There we go. All right. Got that all sorted out, and so now we are ready to go. One thing I actually want to do really quickly, let me go ahead and load up something really quickly. So, for those of you who don't know, Clash Cup League Elite is comprised of several clans. We have several clans playing today, and one league or one match I want to keep close eye on is the J-Off versus Blaze JP war that's happening today. I do have the stats for it that I can pull up here, so let me go ahead and pull that up really quickly. See, I believe this is the stats for it, at least. I would like to think so. Let me just confirm here. Yes, okay, I do have the stats for it. Awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over here to take a look at the Blaze JP and J-Off wars and see how they're doing right now in the CCL. Let me go ahead and fix a few things there. There we go. And there we go. Awesome. So let's switch over and see what they're at. So Blaze JP looking a bit commanding right now with 17 triples. They've used almost all of their attacks. That's definitely going to be a steep hill to climb for J-Off here. They still have over half their attacks, though, to go. So it looks like Blaze JP is going to max at about 67. They could even max at possibly 70 to end their war. That is a commanding start for Blaze JP, going 34% of the hit rate. Definitely not, actually, to be fair, that's not as high as we've seen them in the past. I think their hit rate's been a lot higher than that in the past couple of wars, which I think is just, it just goes to show J-Off's defense really just coming through for them there. So the war is definitely not over. Want to throw that out there. The war is far from being over, but Blaze JP technically in the lead here with almost double the triples of J-Off. But we are focused on the OneHive King Jeffrey war here, so we'll keep tabs of that. If anyone has any other wars they would like the stats from, please let me know. I can pull them up, whether it be mixed breakdowns, all Town Hall 13, whatever you think would be fitting. Go for it. I will try and pull those stats up for you if I can. Did I post in the correct spots? Hold on. Let me just confirm here. Okay, I did. Cool. Just making sure. It's my first time doing this this kind of streaming, but honestly, I love my farm streaming here and there. I like doing my farming raids and whatnot, but man, I love the war streams. Honestly, like, out of all things. All right, there we go. What's up, Raj? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a wonderful morning or you're having a wonderful evening if you're over in the European area. All right, let me go ahead and pull something up here. I might see this disconnect. I just want to go ahead and pull up my mini because as we're sitting here, I might as well do a tad bit of farming as we go on here. Let's go and reload here. What's up, Alex? Wait, Alexis? Is that how you say your name? Hold on. Let me go ahead and which counter one? That one. Let's see. All right. All right, perfect. Oh, Iron Knights. I'm sorry. I'm happy in my little clan. For those of you who don't know, Iron Knights is he's a guy at Angel of Death. There we go. You're one of the only people that said it right. Really, Alexis? Really? I feel like it's fairly straightforward to get. I mean, I did guess a little bit. Oh my goodness, it is freaking warm in here. Welcome to Texas, where it just is freaking hot. Let's see. Did you do a room tour yet? A room tour. That's my room. There you go. That's about it. There's not really much. It's a very simple place. I don't think I'll do any kind of like room tour or apartment tour. No need for it. It's about as simple as it gets. All right. Let's see if we can put on another triple. We'll show off the first triple of the war, which I believe was this the back-end Electron? Yeah, it was. This was the back-end Electron blimp raid, which I gotta give credits to Troublemaker here. The plan was solid. Like I would not have expected this kind of a raid to happen. You live in Texas too? Nice. Whereabouts in Texas do you live? You don't have to tell me like your address or anything, but with me, I am over in about North Houston. Not directly in Houston, but about a little bit north of Houston. I would say close to about an hour away. Just about. Alright, so let's see. Go and watch this one. Alright, let's see what we're doing. Tyler, okay, alright. I have a good buddy who goes to UT Tyler, and he says it's pretty nice. It's a nice place up there. Alright, let me go ahead and run through some stuff. There we go. There we go. Cool. Sweet. How's Tunnel 13 been so far? Man, it has been an absolute blast. Not only... Oh, we have a live. Okay, let's see who's going in live. We've got OneHive going in live. We have Tricky going in on Red John. Let's see how this goes through. I'm going to start here. He's bringing some Queen Charge Miners, so this is a hit that they need to triple. Going to bring in the Slammer here to, I guess, open the base for the Queen. He wanted the Slammer to take down that Archer Tower initially to get the Queen to force her into the middle, but it's not going to matter too much here. Here comes a Baby Dragon Ice Golem out of the CC. I don't know how I feel about that Baby Dragon. I think he would have been better off with 3 Ice Golems out of his CC, if I'm completely honest here. Those Ice Golems went down real fast. Didn't really do much tanking for his Queen here. So let's see what he decides to do. He is going to probably push up here and take down these Expos. He's got 3 Expos and the Warden on the Queen. That's a lot of DPS that he's got going on the Queen here. So here we go. She's going to be pushing through here. Taking some damage, but he's calm and collected, getting through these Expos just fine. He's going to be able to get to that Eagle. He's decided to opt in for popping the ability early to get through this Eagle and Scatter Shot. So was that the correct play? Maybe so. I'm not positive. Let's see. The Queen's going to start stepping down now, and she's going to be able to pick off this second Scatter Shot. So he's gotten a lot of value with his Queen Charge here. Big props to Tricky here. That was definitely a very strong start. Here comes the Royal Champion over a bit towards the 9 o'clock side to take down these few defenses that are going to mess up the pathing just a tad bit for the Miners. Royal Champion's going to step in and start joining the Miners soon, taking a lot of damage here. Here comes a Lava Hound out of the CC. So knew there was a Lava Hound, so knew he wanted to completely ignore it with his Queen. Queen's going to be banging through some walls and still getting some more value. It's looking really strong right now, especially with his Queen staying alive throughout the duration of this raid. She's even soaking a few multi-target Inferno Beams. Queen will eventually go down. I don't think she has enough... yeah, she doesn't have enough healing power to keep her alive, but the Miners are now going in on this Town Hall, going to drop the Rage, or the heal over the Town Hall. Now he's got all of his miners running through. Here comes some loons on this back in archer tower here to take that down. It's looking really strong here, but those Teslas on the top side are going to stay up, and the miners are going to path directly around them, so he could run into a time issue here, which would definitely be ideal for King Jeffrey. Let's see what happens here. Royal Champion is locked onto the Hound as well, which is not what he wants to see. Miners are going to thin out. I don't think he has an issue when it comes to actually taking down the base. I think he's got plenty of troops to be able to take it down. I think it's really going to come down to time here, but we'll see how things play out. So tons of miners left alive. They're going to start taking down the rest of the buildings on this base. Will this be a time? I think he's okay. I think he's still got this here, but it's going to be fairly close. He's got that cleanup down on the bottom side here. 20 seconds left to go. He's got a couple of buildings to get through. Yeah, the Royal Champion's going to split back down. Absolutely no problems here. That's going to be a triple for OneHive. Excellent hit here by Tricky. Got so much value out of that Queen Charge. I think that's really what helped him get this raid here. He was very patient with his Queen Charge as well. I was very surprised to see him go so late on the miners, but it did play out for him here, and he is going to pick up the triple for OneHive, bringing their triple count up to 12 out of 37, which is definitely a fantastic hit rate to have. I'll give him that. Let's see. I'm interested to see whether or not I'm going to get tripled. I can imagine somebody's going to do it. I would think out of all people to hit my base, it would be Sebix. Mainly because he's hit the exact same base in the past. Way back when we had the Clash Cup League, we had these like mini wars that we did where essentially it was like it was like 3 Town Hall 12s, 3 Town Hall 11s, and then I think, was it 3? Yeah, 3 Town Hall 12s, 3 Town Hall 11s, and then 4 Town Hall 10s. And we did to where you could only hit a Town Hall, your Town Hall level, and you could only hit with your Town Hall troops. So no siege machines for the 11s and 10s. So it was definitely, it was a super fun war, but I ran the same base that had a pretty decent defense. However, it is not the same base. It's similar in design, but not the same base. A few things have been changed. As time has gone on, I've adapted to a few things, making it slightly anti-Yeti, as well as changing some traps around so it's not completely identical to what I've run in the past. That would be pretty bad. That base, actually, this is the second war I've run the base in for CCL, and it has not been tripled yet. So I'm interested to see, as well as I think in Legends right now I have not been tripled. Yeah, yesterday I did not get tripled, and then today I have not been tripled so far. I did hit a 3-star in Legends earlier today, but that's not important right now. What we're focused on is the 3 stars inside of this war here, which are going to be the most crucial to get out of the way or get done. So I'm really hoping that King Jeffrey can pick up a win on this one, because that would mean that we're going into, I believe next week we have, it's either Blaze JP or J off. I think it's J off next week. Yeah, it is J off next week, and then Blaze JP the week after. So those are going to be some incredibly tough wars. Really looking forward to them though. It's going to be the moment that King Jeffrey can really shine and show why we're a top contender up at the Town Hall 13 action inside of the Clash Cup League as well. So definitely some exciting stuff here. All right, let's see if we can put on a 3-star for you here. We'll go ahead and look at the second 3-star of the war, which is Yoda getting tripled. We've got a Queen Charge Hog Miner raid. Haven't seen anything crazy. I think, wait, hold on. We did have, I think it was one drag raid that tripled for us, if I'm correct. Was it the first one? Yeah, here we go. We'll watch this bad drag because I've shown a lot of Hog Miner, I've shown a lot of Yetis. Haven't shown any bad dragon yet, so let's go ahead and show this one here. Starting with the heroes from the opposite sides of the base here. Going to start making a bit of a funnel as well as grabbing a bit of extra value here to initially start this raid. So, yeah, should be fun. There we go. Alright, so getting those heroes down with the Royal Champion as well with the King down here, going to create a decent funnel for his dragons here and going to move through. He's got good pathing for the dragons, really, so I think it's just good base identification and execution, really. He's got those bats as well. I'm guessing he's going to use those bats, I would think, over by this single, but we'll see what happens here. Going to use that warden ability fairly early here. Got the Town Hall down with his Queen. which is perfect. Here comes a Ice Golem. Yeah, he is going to use the bats there. It would make the most sense, I think. Yep, here come the bats. Going to take down these Teslas here. Not going to do much against this single target Inferno. I said the single target Inferno is not going to do much against them, but we'll see what happens. All right, give me 1 second. I'll need to take a quick intermission, but we will be back in just a moment. Sorry about that brief intermission. We're going to get back into it here. Had to take care of a phone call really quickly. You know how it is. Basic stuff. Get that music cranked up just a tad bit there. There we go. Okay, so now we're just waiting to see if we could see any other triples go through for either side. I think we're going to put on another triple. We'll throw up that that drag raid by Secure again. I'll speed through a bit to get back to where we were before I took an intermission. One sec. There we go. Ice Golem's going to get lured to the back side of the base here. I think we watched this one. Did we watch this one live? No. No, we went through this one. No. It was an E-Dragon raid. Never mind. That's a different raid. Okay, there we go. So we'll go back into it here. So the bat's going to actually truck through the rest of this base here because there's really no splash damage. They're going to help take down the Eagle with the help of that Stone Slammer, as well as grab the Warden statue, get him out of the way. And now with that Wizard Tower being the only splash damage left, going to freeze that. Slammer's going to hover over it. Slammer didn't even pop. So awesome. Commanding raid here. Getting it done for King Jeffrey. Beautiful stuff. You love to see it. You love to see it. It's fantastic. All right, let's see. See, I think we got a few retweets. Yeah, we had Clash of Clans Esports retweet us. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. All right. Awesome stuff. Getting it done for us. So let's see. We're going to go into a very intense final 2 hours of the war, at least in my opinion. I think it's going to come down to the wire here. Get another live. We got FNK going in here. All right, so let's see what he's bringing here. He's bringing some Queen Charge Hogs. See what he can do. You're going to start with a Giant down bottom with a King following closely behind. Here comes a P.E.K.K.A. with 2 Wizards to help funnel the 9 o'clock side of the space. He's got 2 Hog Riders going in to take down this Archer Tower. Going to get that out of the way. And now that Wizard has enough time to clear through the Siege Barracks and the, I believe, the Army Camp as well. So enemy King is going to, or the friendly King is going to step up and take down the enemy King. And the enemy King is going to slowly deteriorate, and our friendly King is going to head towards the Royal Champion and take her down as well. We've got the friendly Queen heading in with a Wall Wrecker to try and nab, I'm guessing, this Inferno Tower and Scattershot. The Queen bounces to the outside. Did not want to see that happen. He wanted that Queen in the middle. Not ideal for him here. Let's see what he decides to do. Baby Dragon and Ice Golem is going to come out of the CC. Here come the healers. Did not want that to happen. He wanted that Queen inside of the base. Let's see how he adjusts here. No jump spell, so he's not going to be able to force the Queen back to the inside. Going to drop the Royal Champion here to try and maybe somehow force the Queen to try and break through this wall here. Yes, there we go. She is going to break through the wall. That's exactly what he needed here, but it might be a bit too late. We'll see what happens. The enemy Queen is going to take down the Royal Champion. Ice Golem is going to come out of the CC, but he's dropped a poison. He's got that Wizard up top. He still has a chance to push through this base and possibly get that Expo and Scattershot out of the way. Let's see what happens here. This is definitely going to come really close. I don't think his Queen has anywhere else to go but through that wall. Let's see what happens here. Eagle's doing a lot of damage here. He still has the Queen ability, so definitely not looking too bad. He's going to rage the Queen, get her moving. He's going to freeze the Scattershot. Definitely some good timing there. She is eventually going to step up and grab the multi. That is a huge adjustment from FNK here. I think that could single-handedly save the raid here. He's going to freeze the second Scattershot, going to be able to take down this other Scattershot. Again, that's who he's going to have to pop this Queen ability. She's going to go down to the Eagle Blast. That was not soon enough there. Definitely a shame. So he's going to lose his Queen. That Eagle is going to stay up, and it doesn't look good for the rest of this raid. The enemy Queen is alive as well, and there's nothing to take her down. I think this is going to be a defense. I don't know if he can go through this enemy Queen and the Town Hall. His Queen bouncing to the outside there was definitely not what he wanted to see, and he wanted that Royal Champion to be pushing through with these Hogs to take down the enemy Queen. But sadly, with that Queen staying alive, I don't think he's got enough here, and I think he knows that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bounce out of this one because I don't think this one's going to go through. We're going to go ahead and look into the second live that's going on. There's another live. Where is it? We've got Tosa going in on number 2. Let's see what he can do. Scarface, what's up? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Bang? How you doing? So you got Tosa going in on their number 2 Coco. This is the same exact base I hit earlier this war and completely failed on, so let's see what he decides to do here. Bringing Queen Charge Hogminer again. But it looks like he's going to charge into this Town Hall compartment, which is exactly what he needs to do. That's going to be the ideal place to push into because it has the least amount of DPS, and it's probably the safest area he can Queen charge into. So now we're hoping that the Queen does not bounce to this gold storage and decides to go for these... It's fine. The Queen's going to go straight into that compartment. He's going to drop that Rage. Healers will get locked onto by the Town Hall, but he is going to freeze those Ice Golems in the Town Hall, keeping his healers alive. Man, that Town Hall just melts through those max healers, man. It's crazy. So this Ice Golem's going to slow down the Queen definitely a decent bit. Going to drop that poison a bit ahead to try and grab this Royal Champion if she eventually steps up. Or not if, when she eventually steps up. He has 3 Rages for this Queen charge, so that means that he's willing to invest a ton into getting this one done here. Let's see what he can do. Alright, so he's going to use the second Rage bit early there as he's moving into this Royal Champion and the 2 Expos. Skeleton Spell is going to pop. He's got that King down at the bottom side. Here come the Miners. Here come the Hogs. down from about the 6, or what is that? The 6 to 7 o'clock side. He's got that queen still moving through. He's got another rage spell for her. I'm guessing he's going to try and use that for the queen to keep her alive, to push her into getting this enemy queen. Let's see, that enemy cannon is going to go down. Now he's got to use that rage on that queen to keep her alive. Has an ability still in store, so he might opt in for using the ability. He is going to use the rage on the hogs and miners. Going to use the eternal tome on the attacking troops here. Pushing through, he's got that heal. He's moving through here. The enemy queen's going to go down. Queen is going to bounce to the outside. Not ideal for him. Oh, no, she's going to go back. There we go. She's trying to make up her mind here. Here comes the siege barracks down at the bottom side with the hog riders coming out to hopefully help and assist in taking down that multi-target Inferno. Fumbling over my words here. He's looking really strong here. That queen's going to bang on that wall. Still has the ability. He's going to use it to try and take down that Inferno. All of his hogs have died out on this outside Inferno. Does he still have enough to get through this? That is an incredibly good question. It's really close. That Royal Champion is going to go down here. Grand Warden has now stepped up and has taken the healers away from the queen. Definitely still has a lot of time here, so I think he can still get through this. Let's see, the queen is going to start slowly bouncing towards the outside. I think that Inferno staying alive is going to cost him the raid here, but we'll see. I don't think he's got enough. I think it's going to come just barely short. You hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. I don't think this one's going to go through. I think there's too much stuff left. I think, ideally, he probably could have still tripled this if he had a bit more time. But with there only being 15 seconds, this one is going to result in a time fail. Solid plan here. Almost got it done. But personally, I would have swapped out a rage with a jump to get the queen more deeper into that base. And I think I think that is something he realized near the end of that raid there. Definitely would have still had this if he had more time. I think that is for sure. Would it have been smarter to bring in maybe another jump spell, or bring a jump spell instead of a rage? Possibly, but I think he really just wanted that rage to push his main attacking force into the base here. So that's going to bring up King Jeffrey for 11 out of 26, I believe, or 28. 11 for 28. Let's see. Tricky to get a triple on Red John. Solid hit there. Don't make the show chat. My bad. There we go. Let me go and grab some water as we get into the final 20 minutes of this stream. There we go. So man, it turns out streaming for 2 days in a row will really mess up your throat as you go on. At least if you're as energetic as I am throughout these wars. That is for sure. But man, it's close. It's really close. OneHive ever so slightly have the edge at the moment. But definitely King Jeffrey are definitely not in a position to lose this war. That is for sure. Got another live going in from King Jeffrey. We got Yunk. I don't know how to pronounce the name. But he's going in. He's bringing in a Queen Charge Minor Raid. Let's see what he can do here. This base is, I believe this might be a fresh hit. I'm not sure. Let's see what he starts with. So he's going to start with the P.E.K.K.A. down by about the 9 o'clock side. Going to start with a Baby Dragon and Loon. Not going to get the funnel that he wanted here, and I think that's just because that Royal Champion was there. So not ideal. But I think he does want his Queen to end up eventually going right. No, he doesn't. He drops a miner to try and take down that gold storage. He's trying to force the Queen into the center of the base here. Going to drop 3 miners to try and get through that gold storage, which he's eventually going to do. He wants to wall break. Gets the wall break. That's huge. Definitely a bit risky there, but he's going to get through. Now, will the Queen bounce outside to this archer tower? No, she will not. She's going to go straight exactly where he wants her to go, dropping a second rage. Going to get through this scatter shot fairly easily here. There's not a lot that can shoot at her just yet. She's not in a killable position at the moment, especially under rage. Now things might get a little bit dicey here with those ice golems coming out of the CC. Going to slow her down just a little bit. We got the friendly king down bottom. I think we actually saw this base get hit earlier this stream. We might be seeing the same exact plan get done. I'm not sure. I might be mistaken. But I swear we saw this base get hit before, but we'll see. Queen's moving through. He's going to have to use the ability, which was a smart play. I think it was better than using a rage. Healers are going to switch away from the Queen. He didn't want that to happen. Oh, that's not good. Man, the healers switch away from the Queen. She's going to go down. That is an absolute shame. I don't think this one's going to go through now. With that Town Hall staying alive up at the top and no miners going towards it, I think that just cost them the raid there. Super unfortunate healer switch there. I don't know, why did the healers switch? That was really weird. I wouldn't have expected them to switch. Let's see. He's got the Royal Champion moving through. Can he still get this Town Hall? Am I calling this too early? I might be calling this one too early. He might still get the Town Hall here. Town Hall's not going to go down to the Royal Champion, but the healers will stay with the main attacking force. I think he still has a chance to get this here. He still has a freeze, and the healers are now healing all of his main attacking force up to full health. He definitely he could still get this here. Let's see what happens. I need to keep drinking water. I need my voice to stay with me for just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. He definitely still could get this here. I think that middle CC is going to be a big problem, but we'll see what happens as the miners move through. I think he can still he really has a chance here. I'm guessing he's going to use that freeze on the Town Hall. It would make the most sense. Here comes the Tornado Trap. Going to freeze the Archer Tower. Doesn't freeze the Town Hall. He misses the Town Hall with the freeze. Not going to be a huge worry here. I think he still gets this here. It's really close, but I think he still got it. Oh my gosh, we're going to get another triple for King Jeff. That was the most... Okay, you guys can't be doing this to me. These are the kind of raids that I don't want to see, because they're risky AF, man. That was... Oh my gosh. Okay, but that is going to be another triple for King Jeffrey. That's exactly what we needed to see. King Jeffrey definitely breathing a sigh of relief there as that raid goes through for us. Oh, sweet Jesus. Goodness. Those are the kind of raids we don't want to see, but we're 100% okay with seeing because it's still a triple. Lucky AF? Maybe. Maybe so. I would honestly argue unlucky because for some reason those healers switched from the main attacking force. Don't know why. Definitely a bit confusing there. As we have a bit of intermission before we have another live hit, let's go ahead and take a look at the Blaze JP and JL4. Blaze JP have used all of their hits. They've gone 18 for 50, going to cap out at about 68 stars. I'm not exactly sure on the damage percentage. I would need to look into that in just a minute. I need to work on getting those stats thrown into the scoreboard I have right now, or the stats on the board. But we have a triple going in, or not a triple. We have an attack going on Young here by JC of OneHive. He's going to be bringing more Queen Charge Hog Miner. Goodness, I'm fumbling over everything now. You guys, there's too much action. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Alright, so we're going to start with the King over by the 9 o'clock side. Going to funnel the south side of the base here, about 9 to close to about 8 o'clock. He's going to slowly move through there. He's going to drop an early jump. That's exactly where he wants his Queen to go in. She has no place to go but inside of that jump, so I think that's exactly what he wants here. Unless she peels outside. No, she does not. She stays straight with that jump. He's going to have to use a rage. He's going to overshoot it just a little bit, which was ideal for him, because that's going to allow his Queen and healers to be in rage for a bit longer than usual. So his healers will remain in rage. However, his Queen is going to step outside of the rage, which is not ideal here, but it's not going to be a huge concern here. He's going to take down these Ice Golems fairly quickly. Really, Ice Golems are just in the CC to just delay things. Not really meant for... not really meant to do any real damage, just simply to cause time fails and whatnot. So we're going to patiently get through this Ice Golem here. And I'm starting to think maybe we shouldn't see as many Ice Golems in the CC anymore. Maybe we should see more like witches and whatnot. But it's tough to say because right now dealing with a clan castle is relatively straightforward. Alright, so now he's going to start the miners. He's starting them very early up at the top side. No time fails here. Going to actually, well, to be fair, he's not starting them early. 1:30 left. Definitely running a bit short on time here. Will the Queen shoot down towards the Town Hall? She doesn't. Does he have a backup plan? He does not. Okay, there we go. Now she's starting to shoot towards the Town Hall. However, the healers have switched away from the Queen. We saw that last raid that happened earlier because she was relatively unprotected. That's not what JC wants here. He wants the healers to stay with the Queen so she can take down that Town Hall. I don't think it's going to matter anyway. I think she'll still get through this Town Hall even without the ability. Healers will eventually switch to start taking down the Town Hall. Miners moving through here with the Hogs. Will this Queen get this Town Hall? She will. She'll get it down. She's going to take a ton of damage here and slowly start getting healed back up as she remains relatively protected here. Hogs moving through. 49 seconds. It's looking really strong at the moment. No spells left. Everything's been dropped. Now it's a matter of making, or just praying really at this point, that his troops go through. Those skeleton spells really delaying things here. No heal spells left. Those Hogs moving into that multi. They need the multi to go down. Otherwise, it can look like a defense here. Will this multi go down to these Hog Riders? I don't think it will. He's getting thinned out. I think he's just barely going to get this multi down. Warden is going to eventually go down. The Miners will get the multi, and it is going to be another triple for OneHive. Crazy stuff. Archqueen full health. That's why healers have the switch on it. Yeah, exactly. Well, the queen wasn't at exactly full health, but I think she was basically being shot by nothing, so the healer switched. It's going to be a nice triple for OneHive here, getting it done. Man, we've seen a ton of triples pop off already. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. So now we're looking at 12 triples for King Jeffrey, 13 for OneHive, and we are still far behind. We have a lot of bases that we need to clear, especially a lot of these 1-star bases. We even have some fresh bases we haven't even touched yet. So really, we need to not be looking at hitting these bases again. We need to look into, well, how many attacks? We have 20 attacks left. How many bases do we still need to mandatorily like hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 7 bases we still need to hit. So I think we're in the clear when it comes to getting those bases done. I think we'll still have enough time there. Man, the final 2 hours of this war is definitely going to be intense. That is for sure. I'm looking forward to it, though, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Super stoked. It's going to be a crazy finish. Again, over here, I actually didn't look into the J-Off score. How are J-Off doing? J-Off's still 8 for 25. I don't think they've used any of their hits yet. No, they just used another hit, and it was not a triple. It was a defense for Blaze JP. So J-Off still have a long way to go in order to catch up to where Blaze JP are at. Definitely Blaze JP in the driver's seat at the moment. But J-Off can still definitely come through. Wait, do I have this updated? I don't have this updated. Hold on. Let me just update this really quickly. There we go. Just for the sake of me being anal about things. Even though I know this is not the war we're focused on. There we go. Nice. There we go. So now we have those stats here and we have these stats here. Sweet. Got that all set up. And for those of you just joining us and possibly don't know what the Clash Cup League is essentially a community-run league comprised of 2 main divisions at the moment. We have the Clash Cup League Midweek, which is a mixed breakdown league consisting of Town Halls 13, 12, and 11, as well as we have the Clash Cup League Elite, which is what this war is, which is all Town Hall 13 action. Tons of fun. Super exciting stuff. Let's go ahead and put on another triple. Let's see. What triple do we want to put on? We'll show this one against Peter. This was probably one of the most sketch hits of the war. But, man, was it a good hit. It got really, really lucky near the end. I won't lie. And you'll see why as it plays out. Man, you guys can't be doing this to me, man. You're stressing me out. Thank God I have used both my hits already. Well, actually, to be perfectly honest with you, if I had not used both my hits already, I would not be streaming right now. I was contemplating doing a live hit on stream yesterday, because I streamed the first initial 3 hours of the war, and I'll be streaming a little bit of near the end. Oh, we have another live going in. Who's going in? So we have OneHive going in again on Vicious. This is Tricky again, looking for another triple. Let's see. I think he tripled. No, he didn't. He didn't triple this phase before. Let's see. He's going to start with a Queen Charge. It's a Queen Charge minor raid. Let's see what he can do here. Clash with Psycho, how you doing? Good to see you over on YouTube. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We got a Quad Quake Queen Charge. Let's see what his main goal is here. He's going to be able to get a lot with this Queen. He's opened up a lot of this base here. He's got 2 rages only for his Queen Charge, so I'm guessing he's trying to just really push through and brunt force this bait. Let's see. He's going to freeze the Scattershot and the Warden statue. So he's going to keep his Queen relatively healthy. Going to use a second rage, his second and final rage, very early. I don't think he wanted to use it that early, but we'll see as things play out. So that second Scattershot's going to start firing in on the Queen. That Queen is taking a lot of damage here. He's going to freeze that Scattershot, which is going to keep her alive. She's going to wander out of range of that Expo. Here comes the Royal Champion to help support the Queen. Going to be able to take down that second Scattershot. Very commanding Queen charges here by Tricky. And I think the Queen has gotten everything he wants her to get. So now he's sending the Siege Barracks up at about the 3 o'clock side, with all of the miners coming in at about the 3 to 5 o'clock side. It's a 3? You think it's a 3? Hot gameplay, hot streamer. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's a 3. You think it's a 3 bang? It's looking strong. I'll definitely give it that. See, Queen's gonna get locked on she's gonna get locked onto this Lava Hound and Ice Golem in the center, which is definitely not ideal for him. He still has the Warden ability in hand, and I'm guessing he's saving that for whenever his troops wander towards the Town Hall. Hogs are going to actually bounce to the outside here due to these Teslas, which is not what he wants to see. All the miners going to go away from the Town Hall. So he's being very patient here with this Warden ability, which is exactly what he needs to do. I think he's trying to save it for near the back, and here's the Warden ability getting popped off. The Town Hall will go down, but now he's got a back-end multi to deal with. Doesn't have a Queen ability in hand, but does have all the healers alive on the Queen. She's stuck on a wall, though. That back-end multi is going to stay alive, but Queen's going to be able to step up and take it down. Plenty of time at this point. I don't think time's going to be an issue. He's already started the cleanup. It's looking really strong from Tricky here. Can he get a second 3-star, securing a 6-pack in this war? I think he is going to. I think he's got enough here to take down the rest of this base. Sorry for showing chat. That's going to be another 3-star for OneHive. Oh my goodness. There's so many triples going on right now. That is insane. It's going to be another triple for OneHive. Really, man, I'll give him that. That was a commanding Queen charge again. Really getting it done. He's really showing the amount of value you need to be looking for with these Queen charges. So good stuff by Tricky there. Getting it done for OneHive. It's going to put their hit rate up definitely a bit higher. So King Jeffrey are going to have to start responding very soon with triples of their own. It's going to put OneHive 2 triples ahead at the moment, as well as they're ahead on several 2-stars at the moment. They have pretty much every single one of our bases 2-starred, I believe. Yeah, every single one of our bases has been 2-starred. I'm telling you, man, I'm just calling it. Sebix is going to hit me. There's no way he wouldn't. He's already hit the base before, so he has a general idea of what he needs to do. We also still have Rays from OneHive still looking to use his hits. Let's see, who still have hits? Eric and Level 8 Pidgey both have their hits. Sebix and Rays both have their hits. Troublemaker has 1 hit. Peter has 1 hit. And JC has a 2nd hit. So OneHive still have a ton of top-tier attackers left to use their hits. But we have 2-star God, Kiki. FNK still has another hit to use. We have Vicious, Zed, and Ghost still to use their hits. Rocket Cheese as well. We have Kaka, Red John, and Lemon Thief to use their hits as well. And Will. Will also needs to use his hits within the next 2 hours. We're about to jump into the final 2 hours of this war. Man, some exciting stuff. We've definitely seen a commanding start and even finish from OneHive here. They've definitely been in the driver's seat, and they've been looking pretty. They've been looking pretty throughout this war. That is for sure. I need to, like, straight up just either stream more consistently or not stream for as long. Because, man, my voice just dies, like, so quickly. But yeah, we're finally going to approach into the 2 hours, into the 2-hour mark for the rest of the war. We'll put on Tosa's triple for King Jeffrey, just because OneHive I've been smashing us in it, and we need to feel a bit confident here. So let's do it. Got a nice triple in from Tosa here, getting it done from Croatian Army. Actually, funny enough, does anyone know drink tea? I know, I really should. I really should drink some tea. Does anyone know what Croatian Army are doing? Like, if they're in any leagues or things like that? Feel free to let me know. I'm actually interested to know what they're doing. I haven't seen them in any leagues. Are they doing, like, CWL? I don't think they're in the CCL. But, yeah. Holy crap, the last time I seen Lemon Thief, it was a Town Hall 8. Well, technically, Lemon Thief was changed. There was a name change. That used to be Wuxia Tigerpaw. But we had a name change happen. I won't go into detail as to why, but there was a name change. So it used to be the Wux account. Alright. Just doing a bit of farming on my mini as we wait for more live hits to go in. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, we do have a live hit. King Mahdi's going in on Tricky. Let's see if we can get it done here. We can only hope. Here come the loons down in this archer tower to get it out of the way. Here comes a test hog to lure the CC. It's going to be 3 ice golems, so he's going to deal with it away from all of the defenses, which is exactly what he needs to do. Here come 3 loons and a baby dragon to try and take down this archer tower. He's not going to be able to get through it, though. Oh, actually, no, he will. He will. He's fine. And he's going to be able to go over to this Tesla and use the death damage to... No, he doesn't take it down. So now he's got that queen on the outside. Oh, dear. The healers are getting hit, which is not what he wants. But being away from all of the defenses, he's relatively fine. Was going to say credit card must have been hammered, right? Yeah, no. There was a name change that happened. Don't worry. So he's going to use that poison. I wouldn't have done that. I think that poison was a bit of a mistake. He could have saved that at that point. I don't think using it against that one Ice Golem was going to do anything for him there. But it's fine. He's still moving through. It's not going to be the end of the world. 2 miners going in on this Elixir Collector to try and take it down to make sure that the Queen goes into the base. Healers switch away. Luckily, they switch back super fast. Queen is going to start taking a ton of damage from this Town Hall. He's going to have to pop the ability really early. Going to waste some ability shots on the skeletons, but eventually go in and take down the Town Hall. Here come the miners. Oh, man, they're all going to path away. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Miners are not going to go into the middle of this base at all. Healers switch away from the Queen. Definitely not looking good here. Let's see. Can this Queen step up and take down any more buildings for him here? He has used the ability. Still has 2 rages. So we definitely know that the Queen charge was supposed to get a lot more here. But I don't think it's going to happen for him. I'm going to use another heal at the top side. Miner's taking a ton of damage due to this Queen. Queen is not going to go down. Now he's going to have to loop around this entire side of the base here. Enemy King is on the friendly King. He's got a lot of work left to do on this base. He still has a rage and a heal, so he was definitely planning on doing a much more of a Queen charge here. Warden ability is going to get popped incredibly late here. I don't think this one's going to go through. I think this is going to be a defense for OneHive. Not ideal for us here. That Queen charge definitely didn't get as much as he wanted. Nice try here by King Mahdi, but definitely going to be a defense at this point. Going to use an exterior rage. Yeah, definitely didn't go to plan. I think it was a bit of a mistake when this elixir collector didn't go down. I think the funnel was not set well enough for his Queen to push into the base. Man, but these Queen charges, man, it's so difficult. You got to invest so much into those Queen charges. Yeah, that's going to be a defense for OneHive again. It's going to be King Jeffrey at, what is that, 12 for 30? Just about 12 for 30. All right. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. There we go. Get that updated there. So again, OneHive definitely still in the driver's seat here, but the hit rate is incredibly close right now. It can still come. It's really close. It's really close right now. We've got, let's see, who do we have? We have 12 3-stars from King Jeffrey, 14 from OneHive, only 2 off. It's definitely, the pressure is starting to get a little bit real here as we start going into the final couple of hours of the war. We've got Kaka going in on their number 16. He's going to be bringing a Yeti Smash raid. Has 4 quakes and a jump spell. Let's see what he decides to do here. So, it's going to take a bit of time to scout here. Let's see what he decides to jump in with. All right. Going to start with a Warden up at about the 12 o'clock side. Going to drop the healers down. He's going to do a bit of a Warden walk here. He will be able to nab those 2 air defenses if he's smart here. Let's see what he's going to do. I would think the Warden's just going to be used for some funneling, but maybe the Warden's also to try and grab these air defenses. We'll see what happens. So Warden's going to take down a few buildings near the top side of this base just to help create a bit of a funnel. He's got the King over by the 9 o'clock side to help start making the funnel on the left side, and I'm guessing that means his main entry is going to be straight into the base in this direction. We have another live popping off at the moment. We're going to finish this one out before we jump over to that one. So let's see what's going on here. We got the Baby Dragon coming in. Warden is going to go a bit south here. I don't think that's where he wants him to be. Warden will step up eventually and take down that air defense, which is huge. That's exactly what he wants to see. So now the healers will be relatively protected against all of these defenses. He's trying to lure the Warden to the left side here. Will the Warden eventually go? Yes, he will. It's exactly what he needed here. So here comes the Ice Golem down to tank that initial Grand Warden statue, as well as the multi-target Inferno. He's going to jump all of his troops into the semi-core of this base, going to get them moving through. A few Yetis bounce to the outside, which isn't the biggest deal in the world. He's going to be using that Eternal Tome very soon as the Town Hall goes down. He's going to quake and open up the entire base here. Literally the entire base. Every single compartment has been opened up other than this compartment here, which is going to get cleared out by these Hog Riders. Moving through here, looking really strong. He's got that Queen still at full health with ability, as well as the Royal Champion. This is looking like really, really commanding at the moment. I don't want to jinx it, but I think this one's going to triple. This is looking really crushed right now. He's got that Royal Champion down at the bottom. Going to freeze the Expo, but nothing else. Royal Champion is going to go down. Might have jinxed it here. Let's see. He still has that Queen ability in hand. He's got a lot of base to deal with left, though. But he does have 4 loons in the pocket that I'm guessing he's planning on using somewhere. Yeah, he's going to use 2 up by that mortar, and I'm guessing he's going to use some more in a different area. He's got that Yeti doing a bit of healing there. See, Queen's going to start banging a wall. 53 seconds. I don't think DPS is going to be a problem here. I think he has plenty of troops still alive, especially with that Queen being alive. It's really just going to come down to time. Does he have enough time? No. They're leaving this builder hut to the back end. I think at this point, I don't think he's going to be able to get that because that builder hut, even if he clears through the rest of these buildings down here, that builder hut staying alive at the top side is going to screw this raid up. Unless somehow something can yeet itself up there. Let's see how it goes. Absolutely hate that strat. It's pretty strong at the moment. Let's see what he can do. Can his troops get through? I think this is going to be a time fail. It's so close, but I think with that builder hut staying alive at the top side, I don't think he's going to be able to get this. It was looking so commanding, but yeah, he would have had that builder hut gone down. No, even then. 98% 2-star. So close for Kaka. Almost getting another triple for King Jeffrey, but man, just a slight bit of time issue there. Absolute shame. Almost went through. Let's see. Let's get some music going. There we go. We need intense. No. There we go. We have another live going in for King Jeffrey. We have F&K going in again on Eric. Let's see what he can do against Eric here. This is the raid that we were watching before. This is going to be a triple. No, it's not. It's a time fail. It's another time fail. I thought it was going to be a triple. No. 2 back-to-back time fails for King Jeffrey. So unlucky there. Not going to go through. Ah, you hate to see it. You hate to see it, but it's not going to happen for him. Man, that sucks. 2 back-to-back time fails. So close as well. Some commanding hits, but just not enough time. Just barely. Had more than enough troops to get through that. But just didn't go through there. That's going to bring King Jeffrey still going to be at 12 3-stars to OneHive's 14. Just barely. However, now the plus to look at from this is the fact that King Jeffrey will have some fantastic percentage if it does end up coming down to that. But right now, in the moment, in reality, King Jeffrey needs triples. We need to see some triples on the board from our side. Some exciting stuff, that's for sure. Majid, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well over on YouTube. Hope all is well with you. Let me go ahead and see what we're going with here. There we go. We have another live going in for King Jeffrey. Let's see if we can get another triple here. He's bringing more Queen Charge Minor. Let's see what he decides to do here. So we're starting with the P.E.K.K.A. over on the right side with a Wizard to help some funneling. Oh gosh, no, don't do this to me again. Is the iPad going to die on stream again? Hopefully not. If it does, I have a backup plan. Actually, let me get the backup plan, like, working. Oh, come on. There we go. So he's got the Queen moving through here. Got a wall break. Is he going to get a double wall break here? He is going to get a double wall break. That is insane. He's going to secure that double wall break, which is huge. And so the Queen's now going to be able to push into that Eagle compartment and take down the Eagle. No problem at all. Still has 2 rages as well. He's planning on getting a lot with this Queen charge. It's looking really strong as of now. He's going to freeze the enemy Queen and the Expo to take her down. That was definitely a smart play there. Now he's going to start dealing with these Ice Golems. Now the healers are relatively protected right now, so they're not going to have to deal with these Ice Golems freezing them. He's going to freeze that Scattershot and Expo combo, which was a smart play, I believe. Let me make sure I can get this, my backup plan in case the iPad decides to die on me, set up and going here. As we'll watch this raid. So here come the miners from the top side. He's got that King doing a bunch of funneling down at the, what is that? That's about the 10 o'clock side. Moving through, he's going to move into the Town Hall now. He's going to pop that ability over the Town Hall to keep all of his troops alive. There it is, going to keep those Hog Riders alive. They almost lost, they lost a lot of health there. Queen is still alive, but he's used all of the rages for the Queen. I think he's gotten everything he wanted with her. Going to use another heal spell over the Inferno Tower compartment. 2 giant bombs going to go off, but his troops are going to remain relatively protected here due to those heal spells still being alive. He's got 3 Inferno Towers to get through here. Things are starting to thin out. I'm not sure if this is going to go through for him. We'll see what happens. You can use that Royal Champion ability to take down a ton of defenses. Miners are still alive. I don't even know what I'm saying. They still got tons of miners. Now, the real issue is going to be whether or not they can path into this Inferno Tower, which is what he needs. Will that Royal Champion be able to step up and actually take down this Inferno herself? That's a good question. I don't think time is going to be an issue at all. It looks like all the buildings have been taken care of. We really need this one to go through for King Jeffrey. If this doesn't go through, we're definitely going to be at a bit of a disadvantage. But we'll see what happens here. Royal Champion is going to eventually go down, but not before taking some shots. She does get the multi-Inferno. And I think with that going down, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a triple. I think he's got plenty of time here to get through the rest of these buildings. They are going to split off away to the king. He's got those skeletons. Oh, no. Have I just jinxed it? I might have just jinxed it here. I don't know. It's going to be really close. He still has a ton of miners left alive, but 23 seconds. Has the P.E.K.K.A. I think he's okay here. I think he's still going to get this. Yeah, this is going to be a triple for King Jeffrey. Definitely needed to see that one go up, which it does. Fantastic stuff here. Getting it done. That's a 6-pack. Ah, I can't take this stress, dude. It's so bad, but it's so good. Some intense action from both clans popping off. Over the past couple of hits, we've seen 2 time fails from King Jeffrey. A bunch of triples go through as well. Man, some exciting stuff. Really some crazy stuff going on. You love to see it, man. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can put on a replay in the meantime, or in the break between live hits. We'll put on, let's see, which one do I want to put on? We'll put on an earlier one. We'll put on Jason's raid. Here we go. So number 3. All right, so Jason was bringing in some more Yetis. Very, very commanding attack strategy. Throughout this war and mainly most of the wars, really, Yetis are still super strong after the Yeti Mite nerf, in which now Yeti Mites do not trigger traps. So definitely cool to see that Yetis are still being used. Now, ideally, I think personally they're still a bit strong. However, I don't think they're OP. I think there are definitely areas where people can mess up raids, especially Yeti raids. So I don't think they're crazy overpowered. I think they're at a decent level now. They might have been a little bit OP before, but I think that nerf with the Yeti Mites did a little bit for him. I think it definitely did a tad bit. There we go. So he's got the stuff moving through here. I'm not going to commentate through this one because I already have, but again, a fantastic triple here for King Jeffrey. Now, of course, I remain on the completely unbiased side. However, I am going to be slightly biased. I am currently in this war and playing with King Jeffrey. So I think it's pretty obvious. I do want King Jeffrey to pull up a win here, but we will be showing the offensive attacks, or we will be showing attacks from both clans here. I'm not going to be not showing raids because I don't want to burn bases. Everyone's base is getting burned if I'm streaming. I make it my moral obligation to burn everyone's base. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this was a super strong hit here by Jason, getting it done for us at 13v13. Which, by the way, if you guys are enjoying this this 13v13 action, please let me know, and I'll look into doing more of it in the future. This is only week 3 out of, I believe, 5 or 6 for the CCL, so we still have tons more action throughout the rest of the next couple of weeks. So yeah, it's some awesome stuff. I've really enjoyed streaming these wars. It's honestly an absolute blast. For those of you who don't know, I've been streaming for a decent amount of time now. However, I just recently started streaming more war content, be it these community leagues and whatnot. And man, I don't know why I haven't done it sooner. It's an absolute blast. These wars get so intense, especially near the end when there's only 2 hours left and people are hitting triples left and right. It's insane. It's some crazy stuff. So yeah, this was a commanding hit here by Jason, getting it done for King Jeffrey. What's up, Stylish Fan? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. If you're over in the Americas, good morning. If you're over in Europe, good evening. Hope all is well with you, and hope everything is going well. All right, let's see if I can clear through some stuff here. There we go. Let's see who has hits left for both King Jeffrey and OneHive. We've got 2-Star God, Fishes, Zed, and Ghost still have both their hits to use. Rocket and Kiki still have their hits to use, as well as Lemon Thief and Red John and Kaka again. Hit a time fail, but hopefully can come through and hit a triple again. We got Will as well, looking to use his hits too, or looking to use his hits soon. Same, man. Europe, awesome. Sweet. And then over on the OneHive side, we still have Eric, Level 8 Pidgey, Sebix, and Raze to use their hits. We've also got Troublemaker, Peter, and JC's second hits still waiting to be used. Within an hour and 44 minutes, we're looking to see how many hits. That's 11 and... what is that? 17? 11, 17, 27 hits. Am I just stupid? Hold on. I'm going to confirm with myself here because I can't do math. Hold on a minute. Yeah. No, 28 hits. Not 27. 28 hits left to watch. So definitely going to be super interesting. Looking forward to seeing whether or not we're going to see any more triples. Both clans have been fantastic so far. That's going to put both King Jeffrey and OneHive at 13 triples for King Jeffrey, 14 for OneHive. It's really close. It's really, really close. It's really like if you want to watch a close war, like this is a close war. Oh boy. Definitely a very, very interesting and fun war, this one. Oh boy. Let's get a replay on for you. Let's go and watch. We'll watch Tricky's first raid because I know it was a very, very commanding 3-star with the Queen Charge Hog Miner. Really got a lot of value. Where is the raid? Here it is. Is that the second or the first? I'll just do this. So Tricky, with both of his hits used, getting a 6-pack for OneHive. There we go. Yeah, it was on Red John. So we'll watch both of these back. He's going to get the Eagle, both Scatters, and 3 Expos. Basically clearing this entire side of the base with his Queen Walk. It's insane. Or his Queen Charge, rather. Some crazy value from Tricky here. And this is really ideally what you want to see from a Queen Charge. Is you want to get that crazy amount of value to be able to really, you know, have a smooth raid, I guess. However, the CC choice was definitely a little bit questionable. However, I think it just went a little wrong for him there, but still got it done. There we go. Swing and clear through some skeletons and move through. Nice and easy stuff. Now at this point, we're just waiting for another live to go through. 28 attacks left within the next hour and 43 minutes. So we've definitely got a lot of action to show. That is for sure. All right, let me go ahead and take a look here. Okay, sweet. Okay, now let's take a look. Sweet. Okay, cool. Awesome. Just make it through. Everything's like not gonna die on me all of a sudden. Speaking of dying on me, give me 1 minute. I gotta change a few settings on this this here iPoodle. You know how it is. Okay, there we go. Got it. We're good. Got a bunch of people in voice planning as well. There we go. Man, he lost a lot of miners to this town hall as well. Or were those barbarians? That might have been the barbarians, actually. Never mind. But yeah, that lava hound stayed up the entire time. Man, I don't know. I've just enjoyed myself throughout this entire war. In all honesty, it's been like such a crazy war. I streamed the first 3 hours, and we really only saw a couple of hits go through. It wasn't really that action-packed, but man, this one has been all over the place. Nothing but action here. Some fun stuff, for sure. There we go. He's going to take down the lava. He actually even takes down the lava hound at one point. Fantastic stuff. Sweet. Getting it done for OneHive. Let's see. I can imagine we're going to see a live hit at some point. We've definitely had a moment of just calm. Nothing going on. We still have a couple of bases that need to be hit. Wow, look at that. 20 and below are all tripled. That's awesome. Good to see. Ah, no. I didn't mean to show chat. Actually, wait. Let me see. I think someone was looking for troops. Let me go ahead and oh, wrong one. There we go. Go ahead and get some stuff going. There we go. And boop, we're back. Just wanted to sort out some troops for everybody. I have to remember, at the end of the day, I am a part of this clan, so obviously helping out the clan comes first before streaming. But I can always do both, right? Get both going. Let's see. Hello, it's me from YouTube. What's up, Pro Mike? How you doing? Go. Awesome. Sweet. See if we can see another 3-star go in. Well, maybe not another 3-star, but another raid. Hopefully another 3-star from King Jeffrey. Thank you so much, Pro Mike, for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, definitely right now, it's still really close. Even though OneHive are a bit ahead on stars, it's still a really, really close war. What are the hit rates for both clans? Technically right now, King Jeffrey with a little bit higher of a hit rate than OneHive. Can you do base reviews and give me some tips? I'm really bad. I currently don't do base reviews. I've decided I've stopped doing base reviews, especially during these kinds of streams. If you want any tips on the game, I'm more than happy to give you some tips if you drop them in the chat. But in terms of base reviews, I won't be doing any this stream. Just letting you know. As well as if you want, one thing that I highly recommend you do, if you're not already on the Discord server, feel free to join that. And you could post a picture of your base and ask me, hey, what are things I can improve? What are things I can do? Things like that. And I'm more than happy to help you with that. But as for this stream, we're going to just be focused on this war. That's really what it's really why we're here. That's why the stream's going on. It's because we want to focus on these wars. Let's see if we can put up another triple. Put on Toast's triple, which was a queen charge. Hog miner. There we go. All right. Let me go ahead and double check some stuff. Let's see. Okay. All right, 1 second. I've just gotten a DM. Let me read through this one really quickly. There we go. So we've seen some awesome triples go through not only just this stream, but also last stream and off stream. Some crazy stuff, honestly. King Jeffrey and OneHive both showing why they're some of the top 2 contenders, why they're in the top contenders for this Clash Cup League. Definitely up there, I think. Man, freezing that multi was probably one of the smartest plays. Because then the multi got locked onto the miners. Oh no, the healers went down anyways. Ouch. This is when the healers switched. Let's see, are we having connection issues? Hold on. I was just told we're having connection issues. Hold on. Let me double check here. Uno momento. See if I can fix this up here. All right. Hold on, my chat command has messed up just a tad bit. Not my chat command, but my chat itself. There we go. Let's see. What's up, Dreamer? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Seems like Restream chat has died on me, has it? It might have. I think it did. Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to stick with the old-fashioned 2 chats now. Awesome hitter by Tosa getting it done for King Jeffrey. That's going to be another triple. Well done. I'm getting hit live in the Legends League. An hour and 30 minutes left. Over 28 hits left to go. Oh boy. We've got a lot we've got a lot of hits to go. Both clans looking fairly similar in stats. OneHive has a little bit of an edge right now. Literally the same exact new stars per attack. And OneHive having a bit more average strength. Let's watch Gaku's rate really quickly. Because it is the, what is it, the most heroic attack. This is going to be on Mendicus. Getting it done for OneHive. How many fresh hits left for King Jeffrey? That is a good question. I'll answer that for you just now. We do have a live. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fresh hits left. Let's watch Level 8 Pidgey going in. He's going in on me! No! Let's see what he can do here. He's bringing the Queen Charge Hog Miner Raid. We're hoping for a defense here. Let's see if my base can hold through. I can imagine not, but we'll give it a shot. We'll start with a king up at about the 12 o'clock side. Queen's coming in right on the left. She's going to move down. I'm guessing towards the town hall. He wants to jump her into that compartment. I definitely can make a few adjustments where my scatter shots are in relation to the expos. Let's see what's happening here. So here comes an E-Dragon to do a bit of funneling over on this side. He's noticed that there's really nothing that can touch this E-Dragon over here. So he's going to take that opportunity to try and funnel this side with that E-Dragon. Queen's taking a lot of damage here from these 2 expos, but he's going to have to burn a rage here, and she's going to slowly walk down just a tad bit. That expo doing a ton of damage here, but it's not going to be enough. Ice Golems are going to get drawn out of the CC. Queen getting a lot of damage here. He's going to start getting taken down by this enemy king. E-Dragon actually is moving in to support the attacking queen. Let's see what he does here. Ice Golems are going to do a bit of damage, or not a bit of damage. They're going to slow down the queen just a tad bit here. Let's see what happens. Queen getting slowed down just a tad bit. He's got a slammer, so I'm guessing he's using that for the town hall, but we'll see what happens. Here comes the queen. She's going to bounce straight into the inside of this base here. She's going to grab a multi-target Inferno scatter shot. She'll be able to pick off the eagle as well. He's going to slowly be moving through here. He's going to... One of the healers is going to die to a Seeking Air Mine, which is good for the defender. Not super good. Got that king dying off on the right side here. He's cleared out a lot with his queen here, but he really wants to grab that eagle if he can. He's running low on time. He's going to drop that rage spell to speed things through. Another Seeking Air Mine is going to take down another healer. Now he's got the Royal Champion and some skeletons on his queen. Not going to be a huge issue. Healers are going to get almost taken down by that eagle, but not going to be enough there to take down the whatchamacallums. I can't speak, dude. The healers. Queen's going to get stalled by some of these ground skeletons. He has the Hog Riders moving through the space now. 1 minute and 8 seconds left, so I think he has plenty of time freezing the Inferno Towers. He's got that Royal Champion following closely behind. Here comes the P.E.K.K.A. on the bottom side, helping a bit. The Tornado Trap will pull just the Warden away from everything, which I guess is a little bit ideal, but not going to do a ton here. He's got those Hogs moving through. 53 seconds left. Plenty of time. It's looking pretty crushed here. I think he's going to get a triple here. Using that Royal Champion ability, tons of Miners and Hogs left alive. 43 seconds. He is going to pick up the triple here. It's going to be another triple for OneHive. Rip my base. Rip my base. Finally went down. It did take 3 hits, but eventually did go down. All right. So that's going to be another triple for OneHive getting it done. Well done to OneHive. I'll give him that. Need to make a few adjustments with that base. I think I can adjust where the just where the scatter shots are. All right. So let's see if we'll see another live hit in. That's going to be, what is that, 15 triples for OneHive? It's going to be 15 triples for OneHive. King Jeffrey's still at 13, hoping to possibly come back and pick up a few more triples. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can do it. All right, let me make sure that I've got everything set up correctly. Nice. Yeah, I did take 2 defenses before that hit, but I think I could definitely make a few adjustments on where, let's see. Is Adam going live? There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Awesome. All right. So, I probably could make a few adjustments. Honestly, I could definitely do that. But yeah, it's looking really strong. I think Adam has just gone live. I think. Let me double confirm here. He's posted he's gone live. The real question is, has he gone live? Because I will be hosting over to him in just a moment. We'll conclude the war with Adam. I can get myself some food and sit back and either relax or help plan. And I have a feeling I'm gonna be doing the exact opposite of sitting back and relaxing. I'm gonna be stressing my head off. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and watch one more replay before we leave. I'll go ahead and replay this hit that we just saw on my base. It's a decent base. It's defended well for me, but at this point, it's getting close to burned. It's definitely burned after this one. It defended well last war, but got drilled by this war. All right. If you're a max Town Hall 11 sitting on full Dark Elixir, but still have 200 Town Hall 10 walls, should you go to 12 or finish walls? That is an excellent question. If you have 200, I might wait just a little bit. That's a lot of walls left to do. But in all honesty, walls are slightly overrated sometimes just because of the siege machines and things like that. However, they do come in handy sometimes. So, let's see, 09. Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm not going to read the rest of your name because I can't be bothered. It's a lot of numbers. But yeah, I think possibly moving scatter shots here might be a good spot. But I don't know. We'll give it a shot later on. But yeah. Definitely been some intense action. We've got about an hour and 30 minutes left of action to go. Once I see that once he's actually gone live, I'll host over to him. Which I'm pretty sure he has. But yeah, very commanding hit by level 8 Pidgey here, getting a triple for OneHive. It's still super close. Serenity, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Give me one sec. Let me double check some stuff. There we go. Oh boy. Alright. I'll speed through this one. Yeah, my base getting smashed again. You know how it is. Very fun stuff. I'm glad that it defended at least twice. This is probably the first base that I've built that actually held strong and did well. I'm still working on my base building for sure. I need to get better, but I'll definitely take 2 defenses before getting tripled. So very, very close wars here. It's really close. And I'm gonna be on voice planning with people right after this stream ends. All right. Let's see, what bases do we still have to go through? We still have to go through 1, 2, and 4. We have to get Eric Chubbs, level 8 Pidgey, Sebix, Showtime, Demon, Troublemaker, Vonix, Smash, McHammer out of the way. On our side, we still have Jason, Sakura, Surge, Top Chief Kiki, F&K, Chak, Lemon Thief, Anxiety Attack, King Madi, and Will. Oh, Will still has to do with both of his hits. Forgot about that. Let's see. Who still left has to hit? We have Eric, level 8 Pidgey, Sebix, Raze, Peter, and JC. Over on the King Jeffrey side, we have 2-Star God, Kiki, Vicious, Zed, Ghost, Rocket Cheese, Kaka, Red John, and Lemon Thief, and Will. It's going to be a very, very intense ending. Definitely looking forward to it. Dang. It's going to be a it's going to be a tight finish. Definitely looking forward to it. All right. Go ahead and double check here. All right, perfect. So what we are going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and raid over to Adam, or Time to Clash. He's going to be concluding the war for us here. Let's see. How do you learn to build bases? I've always wanted to, but I don't really understand what I'm doing, so just use YouTube bases. Tyler, a big thing to do, there's a forum. I don't know if you heard of Clash Champs, but there's a whole article written about how to base build and like key aspects you need to look into. At least it works for Town Hall 12 base building. I don't know if it's been updated for Town Hall 13. But it's just simple things like how to place traps, areas where you want your defenses to be, how spread out you want things to be, how to make specific compartments to make specific troops go a certain way, all sorts of things like that. So, but that is going to do it for me for this stream. Thank you everyone so much for watching. It was an absolute blast. But we are going to go ahead and raid Adam here, and we're going to go ahead and conclude the war with him. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you do want to check out any of the live hits that happen this stream, they will be archived on YouTube within the next couple of hours once everything processes. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.